Hello. 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 Give me a moment. Let me get TikTok up. Hallo, ihr Lieben. Willkommen auf den PoorDeadMan Show. Of course, I am the PoorDeadMan. Murder is on the menu. Absolutely mine and Trundle's. This is what we believe, well, no matter what. It's the final episode of Trundle and PDM. Play Stellaris. Our next Stellaris episode will be this upcoming Sunday, if you're in the States, which is when I'm also doing a 24-hour stream, by the way. So my next show, not today, but my next show, will be a 24-hour stream, and we will begin with a big Stellaris multiplayer event. There will be at least 5 of us, maybe 8 of us. I can't exactly tell. We'll see who shows up on the day. But it is going to be great. We're going to play Stellaris on Sunday for at least 5 hours, I'm hoping, 4 to 5 hours. Longer if everyone's down to do it. And that will be the start of a new Stellaris campaign where we will all be playing together once a week, and that will be every Sunday. But this is the last episode of me and Trundle trying to conquer the galaxy. We set out to form an alliance, which we did, and it has since become the greatest federation in all of the galaxy. Trundle, my man, is currently at the top of the victory list. Although it says victory is not currently possible. Oh, you can't win during a galactic crisis. Interesting. So we have to end the crisis. We finally spawned the crisis, by the way. It was this fallen empire that was here, activated, and started killing everyone. And then this being called Satana showed up. This is a new crisis in Stellaris that I've never even seen. So I have no idea how to deal with this one. I am currently the galactic custodian, the leader of the galactic situation here. Whoa, Red Theory Collective. They've got so much. This can't be accurate. How would they have so much political power? I have no idea. Look, aren't they like the weakest? Yeah, and they're in breach of galactic law. I don't understand what this is trying to tell us. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cult of the Dead, to the PoorDeadMan Show. And yes, I do have some special news today. At the start of my day today, 3 a.m., here we are sleeping, and we hear, wah, wah, wah. And we thought there was a rat in the room. Pinky and I immediately start looking around, turn on the lights. And Pinky goes, Torvi just had babies. And we hurry over to Torvi, and of course our puppy dog, she's got a little clutch of rascals beneath her, scrambling to find a titty. We are now up to 4. Unfortunately, none of them look like their father, Harold. None of them are pure white huskies, which is what I would prefer. But we do have some beautiful new puppies. I will share pictures on the Discord. I've already shared some. It's hard to get good pictures right now because, Torvi, she wants to be somewhere that's like dark and protected, like a den kind of area. So it's kind of hard to get pictures of the puppies right now. So I will continue to share pictures. And for my 24-hour stream, since it will have been a couple of days, I will show each of the puppies on camera here live for you to digitally pet them, which I know you're going to love. Yes, we have puppies, husky puppies, here in Bohol, Philippines. It's going to be a blast getting to know each of these little dogs. They will all get proper Viking names. Like I said, there are some previews already on the Discord. The channel you're looking for is called VIP Drops. If you're one of my Twitch or YouTube members, you can see it in there. There's some photos. That's where I put anything that's kind of like behind the scenes, extras, little gifts from me to you, you know, little gifts from me to you. And I hope you enjoy those. All right, guys, well, we are going to have a great time today. There was a question in the chat. Well, I guess it may be a statement. Vognarvik said, I hope you enjoyed the end of The Dead Die Here. You know, actually, I want to quote to you what I said to somebody else who asked about this. They asked about, like, you know, did I think the ending was good or something along those lines? And let me see if I can find what I said. Here we go. They were talking about, you know, the pacing of it all. And I said, I think that the pacing actually led us to the right ending. And I do feel that way. You know, it was really like a good ending, in my opinion. It was funny that we kind of went out in like a Quentin Tarantino, everybody's pointing guns at each other, bang, 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 you know, we all kind of died at the end in a little bit of a hilarious way. At least to me, there was some comedy at the end, you know. So I kind of enjoyed that. I thought that was a unique ending to it. It kind of reminded me of another ending we had in another Zomboid video, probably one of my least watched YouTube videos, but I wasn't really like doing Zomboid frequently back then, I think. Or maybe the ending isn't on there, but essentially it was me and Brick and Tangible Raptor and a few others, and it ended with all of us, murdering each other, you know. So it actually felt fitting. You know, you can't really have a happy ending in Project Zomboid. The ending of season 1 comes with a post-credits teaser that makes it ambiguous. I do think there's room for post-credit stuff in the season 2 ending, but not in an ambiguous way. Not at all. There's no ambiguity to that ending. That ending had a finality to it that I think was very fitting and perfect. Obviously, it was sad to lose Nathan as a character in a way, because I put so much time into him and you get attached to a character. But I had already kind of prepared myself. When the plot line was introduced that the only way to banish the evil was through the spilling of Nathan's blood, I knew to some degree that there was a large chance he was going to die as a character. And, you know, the more I think about it, like, I don't really know what future he could have had without the Solar Creed. You know, because even in the end, he was not a detractor of Reverend Maynard, you know? And what I mean by that, like, there was a moment in the end where we saw the Reverend's ghost, and the Reverend said something that some of the characters didn't like. And I think it was Vognarvik's character, Straker, who said something about the Reverend, like, no, you failed us, you abandoned us, or something along those lines. We didn't really have time to argue over that, but Nathan never felt that way. Nathan never felt like the Reverend was the villain, which he absolutely was, by the way. So just to be clear, you know, the Reverend was a villain and Nathan was brainwashed from the get-go. I always intended to play him as an absolute believer, absolute loyalist, and therefore absolutely brainwashed. So I think it was fitting that the way that the campaign ended or the season ended, because it's like, yeah, like what future does, and I tried to show that in Nathan's last moments, where he had come all this way prepared to kill himself as a result of the situation, and he knew that's what he was going to do, and so there he is, he's in that moment, he's preparing himself to do it, and then he sees that like there's others here, and they're both suggesting. Straker was suggesting that maybe just Gunnar needed to die. Gunnar was suggesting that maybe the outsiders and innocent, unrelated to the Solar Creed, needed to die. And all of that, I tried to portray that Nathan's weakest moment. That here he was, ready to do the final act, which I had already told the plot team. So I was like, you know, this is what I'm going to do as Nathan. I'm going to need your help because there's no in-game way to off yourself like that. I said, get ready. But then when that happened, where everybody was trying to convince Nathan maybe there was another way, I tried to play it as Nathan where, yeah, he had a crisis of his own faith in the very end, where he's like, he questioned it. He said, what is the Solar Creed without me? You know, demonstrating, I think, that there was a temptation there in him to consider, at least, that he didn't have to be the one to do the self-sacrifice. Now, the story was over regardless, because if Nathan allowed somebody else to make that sacrifice, he would have been terribly ruined as a man. And obviously, if he made the sacrifice himself, his story was also over. So either way, it was the end of Nathan's story. But, you know, I tried to play it that, like, in that last moment, there was some temptation. And when he saw his brothers start to fight, they both let their own temptations overcome them and whatnot. I ran over as Nathan to intervene. I found it funny, actually, that I fat-fingered taking his knife out. I found it funny that I fat-fingered it. I couldn't get my knife out to properly fight. So if you watch, Nathan swings his weapon once at Gunnar. I don't even think I hit him. I don't know if I did. But then the rest of it was all Nathan just shoving Gunnar. Which, to me, when you have like an extended shoving match in Zomboid, you know, Zomboid doesn't accurately represent what that is. But to me, that's like two guys grappling on the ground, or standing but holding each other's arms and trying to shove each other down. And, you know, it all kind of, it just felt like a struggle, basically. But in the end, yeah, Gunnar pulled out that knife and gutted Nathan in self-defense, potentially. And Nathan died, and then Gunnar followed right after. So what an ending to see all the characters that we cared about come to a conclusion in such a way. It was really crazy. Yeah, obviously Courtney's death, that was nuts. That was nuts. And I really didn't see a lot of that coming. Yeah, Straker picked up the rose. I didn't even know that. I put it down as Nathan because Nathan wanted to do anything he could to... He did not want to ignite... He knew that the evil was connected to him, but he didn't want to. You know, he thought maybe it's the rose, maybe it's something else. Yeah, obviously he didn't know anything about Alistair. Even I, out of character, had known nothing about that. That's news to me. That's news to me. Completely. So, once again, Courtney. Oh, God, the Reverend was right! No! We could have done it! And, you know, Nathan did all of that. He went all that way to save Courtney. That was like his whole motivation was, you know, he was done with it. But then the evil appeared to him trying to get him to kill Courtney. That's so funny that Nathan's last act was to go all that way. Yeah, Maynard was right. Yeah, Nathan's last act was to go all that way to do that, to risk his own life, to save Courtney again. And yeah, she did what she did. That's funny. I had no idea that Courtney was tied to, or that Alistair was tied to the evil via Courtney. I wonder how I'll be able to show that in the YouTube cut. I don't know how I'll be able to show that, but we'll have to think. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yes, please. There's a section on our Discord for this that will give you the appropriate instructions. There's like a little release that you gotta give to me and whatnot. I know it's a pain in the butt, but I gotta protect myself. But yeah, the YouTube cut's gonna be great. Pinky whispered to me yesterday. She was like, maybe I'll just do the YouTube from now on. Like, I'll be the editor. And I was like, you think so? She was like, yeah. But I really think we need the team because we've built a really good team. I just need Pinky to get those VODs cut down so that we can get more videos to our guys. Because we have 2 pending that are done, but I want to have so much more on YouTube. So I think I'm going to have to secure another business loan to make it happen because the revenue from YouTube just isn't where it needs to be yet to cover the cost of the editing team. But we'll see. I'll get there. It'll all good things come to those who wait and prepare and work hard. And I certainly try to do those things. So yeah, I had a blast doing Dead Die Here. It was really phenomenal yesterday. I didn't see it coming the way that it ended. Brick didn't see it coming the way that it ended. I think most of you didn't see it coming. And I think that the audience on YouTube, the greater audience, and what I mean when I say the greater audience is I love all of you who watched it live yesterday. And let's say I think that what was the total I think on YouTube for the VOD? Let's go, because that's where like the bulk of the Dead Die Here audience actually is. Let's see here. Let's see. So yesterday it was about 200 people saw the conclusion. Many more than that will see the final YouTube cut. Many more. Like, we're talking probably a couple thousand at least. If it performs the same way that season 1 did, it'll be a couple thousand. So yeah, I think the greater audience, the people who didn't see it live, they will not see that coming, that ending. And that's the best kind of ending, when it just kind of happens, and yeah, you can whatever you send me, I can't promise we'll use it, but if there's a way for us to fit it in, we will try our best. So yes. Feel free to edit it to your degree. Just try to keep in mind the things that I wrote in the there's like let me see, it's called The Vault is the name of the channel on Discord, how to submit your footage to us. There are a little bit of requirements in order for us to make it work. So yeah, if we can use it, we will try. If we can't, well, that's what it is. Harold is here, by the way. He is whining at me because he wants to lick and smell his new puppies, and Torvi will not let him anywhere near them. She growls and snarls and bites at him when he comes anywhere near her. So he's stuck in here with me today. Smiggles says, I both hope that we get a larger cast next season, and I hope we don't, because I'm afraid of how the server will react. Well, we can always increase the server's... we could pay more, basically, and have the server be even more robust, than it currently is. I thought the server, for the most part, behaved this season. In Season 1, the server misbehaved totally. Totally. In Season 2, I thought that the server behaved really, really well, for the most part. Obviously, we still had some trouble with the cars desyncing for Mr. Crowbar, who played Alistair. I really don't know what to do about that, because we've now changed server hosts. We've upgraded the server. He still continues to have issues. I'm not really sure what to do to make the server cooperate for him specifically. He's the only one who seems to have this issue with the cars. But aside from him, it seemed like the cars worked perfectly this time. I don't think I had any issues with the server. Once in a while, I would get disconnected. But I mean, it's just so simple to reconnect, The only other thing with the server is every once in a while where everybody disappears. And I know exactly why that's happening. It's because the server is doing a save. We can actually reduce the frequency of how often the server saves to fix that. And we can look into that for Season 3. In terms of the size of the cast, I have always been an advocate that for Season 3, for future seasons, that I've wanted the bigger the cast, the better. Because you don't necessarily want to have more voices in one given scene. You don't want to have a lot of people talking in one scene. Hell, even just imagine TV, right? Think of the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, where you have the Council of Elrond. Both in the book and in the movie, you have so many characters speaking there that it's kind of a pain, Now, in the movie, they do a really good job of pacing it so that no characters are talking over each other. That's much more difficult to do in an improv setting like Zomboid. But I've always thought that having more characters, more players would be better. But that is not how everyone feels. And there was an attempt made to convince me that we should have a smaller cast overall. And up and until Season 2.5 started, the halfway point after Maynard's death, I did not agree with that perception. They were trying to convince me that we should have less people. But once Season 2.5 started, I did start to come around on that. I was like, okay, yeah. Because it's hard to get everybody on the same wavelength, not in play, but out of play. And Frosty does a really good job of this, where he talks about it as a tabletop session. You're inviting people to your table. You want to have the people at your table who you don't really care what kind of character they play, but you want to make sure that they have the right vibe out of character. And I had a blast playing with everyone, but sometimes the vibe out of character was not where I wanted it to be, or what I thought it should have been. And that made me realize that, maybe fewer people would be better. Something more exclusive. Something where people realize, this is a privilege to play with us. This is really, it should feel like an honor. But not everybody reacts and responds that way. And that does make it difficult to want to have a big cast. I don't really care if everybody that plays is a great role player, because I think that there's room for people who are new to the game or new to role playing. But I do care very much how people treat each other out of character, and I do care very much how people verbalize, with the debriefs and stuff, how all of that goes. I think there's a honorable and responsible way for people to behave during that. that wasn't always observed. So, yeah, I do think that season 3 should have a smaller cast. That there should be, or as it was said to me, that there should be some more vetting, some more rigorous vetting of how we proceed. So, yeah, I do think that that's something you can expect. I think season 3 will have less people overall. I would say maybe half of the number that we had before would be a good number. And really, like, I just want people who are positive about the project. That's, like, the most important thing to me. Because I'm positive about it. I put a lot of time and effort into the Dead Die Here stuff, so I want it to be an environment that is where everybody recognizes this is a privilege to play together. This is a special thing that not everybody is given the privilege to do so. And all of our feedback, all of our efforts, all of our debrief, everything should be coming from a perspective where we are trying to say, let's make this great. Let's make this great. Let's truly make this great. And to me, that's the most important aspect of this from the perspective of a like inviting people to participate. We have to remember that this started with just me and people that I trusted really close, which was me, Brick, Tangible. Really, it was just me and my trusted lieutenants is how this began, because I knew that regardless of what our characters did, they would follow my lead out of character. That's part of why they're trusted lieutenants. And we've opened it up. And I have people participating who I also, like Frosty is a good example. Somebody who I know will follow the lead that I'm trying to create. And again, out of character. I purposefully played Nathan as a bad leader, or a poor leader, let me say. So I wasn't expecting everybody to follow his lead, but my lead out of place, specifically with like the language we use, how we talk to each other, how we try to cooperate to make this great. All of that's like super important to me, and as an entertainer, I'm not sensitive about the internet per se, but as an entertainer, I am a sensitive soul. And as a sensitive soul, that's part of what makes me a good entertainer. It's part of why you enjoy watching, is because I can be sensitive and empathetic and funny and these things. But it also means that I'm sensitive to people's misbehavior. So if there is language, for instance, happening around the debrief that is a bummer, that is hard for me, to separate myself from, because I'm sensitive and I'm putting my heart and my soul, my wallet, my time, everything that's important to me, I'm putting it into this project. So I need to be sure that I'm surrounded by, or that the environment that I'm creating is one that facilitates me to want to continue doing it, So anyway, I hope that maybe you understand where I'm coming from. I had a blast with season 2, like knocked it out of the park in my view. Like the ending was great. I loved it. I thought it was really perfect, frankly. And this season had some of my favorite moments, like the march on the Reverend's compound, where we ended his life, had me feeling actual terror. And I can't wait to see how an audience on YouTube will respond to that content, because to me, that scene is like one of the best scenes that has ever happened, ever. So, yeah. These are my thoughts and these are my feelings on season 2, and I feel this way, and I certainly think with each season there's stuff that we can learn and stuff that we can do better, right? From season 1 to season 2, for instance, we learned a lot. Now, season 2 to season 3, I feel like, wow, there's so much that I've learned. About storytelling in Zomboid, about creating a community around it, the debriefs, like so many little aspects, of this. I feel like I learned so much about. I mean, we didn't edit the map at all in Season 1. And in Season 2, the map was edited heavily. And I've learned so much about Zomboid's map editing and that kind of thing. We've learned so much more about the actual server and how to manage it properly. And little changes that we had to make along the way. So, and I learned stuff about composing an admin team, frankly. Season 1, it was really just me and Brick for a long time, and then Solo came on to the team. For Season 2, it was me, Brick, and Frosty. Solo, wasn't on the plot team. And so my point is that all of this, I learned a lot about composing the team and how to talk as a team and what to do as a team and how to get on the right side of things. And there were areas where we made, I don't want to say mistakes, but there were certainly learning opportunities. As an example, one thing that Frosty said was sometimes the plots that Brick and I wanted to run, Frosty wasn't fully educated on what we were going to do. And as a result of that, sometimes Frosty couldn't, alley-oop us. He couldn't help get it to where it needed. Hold on, let me put the dog out of the room. He's interrupting. There were times where Frosty didn't know exactly what we were doing, so he didn't know how to get us to where how to help us get to where we needed to be. Does that make sense? And I know sometimes it's just because I'm so busy that sometimes I have an idea, but I don't communicate it properly. An example of this would be not last session, but the one before that. We ended the session at the halfway point, much to everyone's chagrin. That upset everybody, and I'm sorry for that. That was my call, and it was a bad call. I recognize now my mistake. In the moment, I recognized it once I saw your guys' feedback there. But my point is, I think that there's a better way for us to construct the plot lines behind the scenes in a way where we can all not only be educated on it, but we can go back and refer to it, The way that we used to do this in live action is I had a form that we would use, that we would fill out, and it would make sure that the things you were doing, basically, were appropriate narratively, okay? That they basically that you weren't leaving any holes in the the thing. I hope you kind of understand where I'm coming from with this. So let me see here. I think I can give you guys an example. Kind of like a little outline, yeah, but and also like a it's kind of like a plot write-up. So okay, I'm going to give you an example of this. Okay, guys? This is one such form. Now, this is not from LARP. This is from Tabletop. Okay? TTRPG. This was my Lords of Albion campaign, kind of like The Dead Die Here. There's a wiki for this campaign. I think it's, Lords of Albion. Let's see here. Yeah, so we have an entire campaign dedicated to this, our entire wiki dedicated to this roleplay campaign. And, fewer voices, only 3 players plus me. And we had a really big blast doing this. This was incredible. I loved this. But for myself, now I don't even have to communicate this to anyone else. This is just me. I know my own plot, right? But you can understand how something like this would be useful. And it basically just prompts you at certain points to choose certain labels to keep you on track for what you're trying to do for the plot. So this plot, for instance, was called Attacking the Saxon Camps. All right? It was an event-based villain-type plot. So that means that the players were trying to thwart the goals of an intelligent villain. Now, by the way, this would all look much different for Zomboid. I just want to be clear. There's things I would take from this to adapt it to Zomboid. This is not a one-for-one where you would use this in Zomboid. Adventure complications. Moral quandary. You need to assist two NPCs, but they won't work together. And honor. A character must choose between victory or upholding a promise. Twist in the plot. These are some possible twists. Now, obviously, these are all generic. It's up to me, once I've made the decisions, to complement it with actual story, right? So you see I check-marked which twists would apply to this story, and a side quest. A side quest should not be the same person who issued the adventure. They receive information from an NPC in the area. They have to rescue a captive and slay a specific monster. This was all in relation to the thing. So then the adventure hook. How do I capture the attention of them? The Saxons have been terrorizing the local population. Their numbers have grown to a significant threat. The player knights are tasked with eliminating this threat to restore peace and order. This mission is personal for Lord Griffin, as he has pushed for Earl Roderick to deal with this threat promptly and promised to handle it personally. So this is like the hook. This is like when I'm trying to convince them to accept this plot, because you never want to force people to do stuff in storytelling. Even tabletop, you want it to always be the decision of the people. I'll give you an example of this. The stuff that you make, the decisions you make as players, is always going to feel more consequential than the decisions that are made for you. So as an example, us taking down the Reverend at the end of Season 2, since that was entirely organic and led by the decisions we made as players, that felt way better than, as an example, something like the Cult of Spice type stuff, okay, in Season 1, which was great. I loved the Cult of Spice type stuff. But I'm just saying, something where the players lead to themselves to that direction, right, is always going to feel more consequential and more important to you as a participant. Okay, so you have to give a strong hook and entice them to embark on the plot, but you can't make them do it. Okay, that's very important. You can't force things to happen. Okay, that's one of the most important things. Adventure overview. So this is a high-level summary of the main plot. So this, for instance, let's say I was writing this plot in Zomboid. This is the only part that Brick or Frosty would need to read in order to understand the entire plot. I'm summarizing the entire thing in one brief paragraph. The player knights, along with Baron Alad and Lord Amig, must locate and dismantle 3 Saxon camps in the forest around Tre Fanac. They will face numerous challenges, including natural obstacles, Saxon traps. My dog is freaking out. Making me angry, man. I'm trying to do this, bro. The ultimate goal is to defeat Alaric the Usurper and restore Yseult to her rightful place. So then this is the background. You might not ever tell the players this. So an example of what the background would be in Zomboid, like the stuff with Alistair and Courtney and linking him to the evil and such, that's background info. How the Reverend first contacted the evil or gained control of it or whatever, that's background info. You do want to find a way to give these events to the players, to the participants, but it isn't, technically it's not necessary. Okay? Technically, only you, the storyteller, need to know the truthful background history of the plot line. Okay, then the goals. What goals must they achieve in order for this plot to be considered complete? Okay. They needed to dismantle 3 Saxon camps, defeat Alaric the Usurper, and restore order to Tre Fanak in this example. And then these are important NPCs in the story. Okay, so an example of this in Zomboid would be if we were writing this as a plot where the Locry MC came to meet Campylation, right? Obviously, one of the enemies would have been the leader of the Locry NPC. That would have been an important NPC that we need to know his name, his role in the story, etc. We need to cast this character as someone, etc., which, by the way, it was Militia Matic who did that character, and he did a fantastic job. Shout out to Militia Matic. Important locations. So same plot as an example. That would be like Campylation, which is where the fight with the Locry MC was going to take place. Moldraw, which is where they came from. You know, blah, 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 blah. You guys get the idea. And then this is combat encounters. This would be less important in Zomboid because stuff can happen so naturally. In Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, you always need to have, like, the stats for your enemies ready as the DM so that you can throw the enemies at them, you know, at any point. And that's what these are, too. These are, like, stat blocks for the NPC enemies. Trap encounters, hidden pits, tripwires, and deadfalls is an example. Again, not relevant for Zomboid, I think. And then treasure. I think this is important for Zomboid because sometimes we want to give loot to the players. For Season 3, as an example, I think we should turn off generator spawns completely. I think something like a generator spawn should happen entirely as a result of treasure gained from a plot event. Other treasure would be the Black Rose that the Reverend gave to Nathan. And other treasure would be Maynard's machete. Other treasure would be some of Maynard's private effects that we gained access to, right? Okay, and so this is where I actually write out the plot in an Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 style, okay? So as a result, I know exactly what's supposed to happen at each point. Now you'll notice that I don't put this as like a 1, 2, 3. And the reason for that is because I want to be able to maneuver the plot however I want in Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. The same goes for Zomboid. You don't want to spoon feed it to the players, but you want to make sure that these events occur during Act 1. Now, in Zomboid, the way we normally do Act 1 is the first of the 3 sessions. That's where we want to start setting up our plots, introducing new characters, explaining the plot hook to the characters in some way, seeing if they even bite the plot hook. Okay? Act 2 is where you start to have the actual confrontation. Tensions rising between players or between a player and an NPC. You know, Act 2 as an example of this would be, or Act 1 is the introduction of Jude to Nathan. Act 2 would be Nathan learning that Jude has too much interest in the evil and the history of Campylation. Okay? So that would be Act 2. All right? And then Act 3 is the end. The actual crisis. So us storming the Reverend and killing him. Okay? Now, the aftermath is also part of that, which means what happens after that? What happens after you've killed the Reverend? What do you do? Who do you know... Now, in Zomboid and in a big multiplayer thing like this, Act 3's aftermath is really up to the players. Basically giving them time to have long conversations and such. Okay? So, yeah. This is just some of the stuff, you know, and I've been storytelling for a long time, about 2,000 years. So I've developed tools like this form because it helps me make sure that my plots are solid. Okay, this doesn't write your plot line for you, by the way. This is just checkboxes and shit. This doesn't write your plot line for you. But a form like this helps you create a plot line that you know has all the answers, that you know has all the connections, and that you know everything is properly prepared for, so that even if the players don't ask the right questions, you as the storyteller know the right answers already. Okay? And I normally would not share these with the players when it was done, when it was complete, by the way. I would not send it to them. I would just let them write their own summary. And so that's what we would do, is after each session, they would write a recap of each session, starting with session 1. My players would write their own full recap. We would do round robin. So each player would write their own recap. I would provide a teaser for what the session was going to be about, but we might not even touch on the events of the teaser based on their decisions. So this all right here was written by a player. It was written by Sage, one of the most fun people I've ever played tabletop with, by the way. And then these were art assets that I made to help me tell the story. Some of these are made afterwards because I wanted to bring the story to life visually when we went back and reread our stuff. So you can see here what I was doing. Yeah, so something like that I think would go really far for helping like the plot team stay connected on the facts, basically. So I think I'll make something like that, and that's how we will start writing our plot lines in the future. That way we all can reference it if we need to. And I think that will accurately address the feedback that Frosty gave us regarding everyone being on the same page. So, yeah, I mean, just as an example, that's one of the things that I've learned from this season. And I've learned so much. And I had so much fun with all of you. It was really, truly a pleasure to play with all of you. And I don't know that we'll all play together for season 3. I can't promise that. I do think the cast will be much smaller. But I still think that we'll all have fun watching that story unfold. So thank you to everybody who participated in season 1 and season 2. Special thank you and shout out to Brick and Frosty for working their butts off to make season 2 a reality. We have a very short amount of time now to write some scripts and film some marketing and promotional material for season 2. Because we can't move on to season 3's prep until that's done, one project at a time. So we need to write some scripts. We need to write some really solid B-roll content. And this will be promotional material. I'll give you guys a teaser of it as an example, because I know you guys are passionate about it. One of them is going to be Maynard in the computer room giving monologues. So you guys might remember that Reverend Maynard, he attracted a lot of people to the Solar Creed by making these VHS recordings of him preaching and speaking and whatnot. Several players put that in their backstory, that's how they joined the Solar Creed, that they found one of Maynard's VHS tapes at the library or something. There was really not a big internet in the 90s, so that couldn't have been the case, but VHS tapes were frequently passed around. That was a common thing, and copied. So we want one that expounds on Maynard giving monologues that will help us introduce the ideology of the Solar Creed. One of those needs to be Maynard walking through Camp Elation before its changes with a real estate agent, right? Because we know at some point in the 70s, Maynard bought Camp Elation before he fixed it up into what we saw it as on day one. So we need to do something like that where Maynard is being given like a, he's walking through campylation before it's been turned into the Solar Creed's home. Okay? And the third one, I think, probably needs to do something regarding Maynard and the Evil, that relationship, and tease that and explain a little bit of that to the audience. So that would all be promotional material, B-roll, marketing. Those types of stuff needs to be written, scripted, filmed. The VO needs to be done and edited. All of that needs to be done before we can wipe the server and start working on Season 3. So that's why I said when one season ends, it's going to take us a while, maybe 3 months before the next season starts. Right now, I've done no prep for Season 3, and I won't until the Season 2 stuff that I just outlined is wrapped up. Once we wrap that up and we film and edit that promotional material and it's ready to go, then I will give my editors the copies of the film that we have, and we'll start from there. So, yeah. I also think that for Season 2, I want to do like a Nathan narration of some kind. Back in the day when we blah 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 or something like that. I'm not sure if that will end up in the final cut. We'll see. I don't know, but I think it could be useful to those who are watching on YouTube in the future. All right, I've talked a lot about this crapola. We've had a lot of good discussion. We can continue to discuss, but we're now an hour into the show. And I think that we're going to finally. And I think that we're going to have a blast playing this game. So that's what I'm going to move on to. And all good things for the future, guys. All good things come to those who wait. So keep your chins up. We will have a great Season 3. And although the filming for Season 2 is over with the cast, do not worry. There's still more Season 2 talk to come. And who knows, we might be reaching out to some of you guys to ask for your help with certain voiceovers, B-roll filming, stuff like that. So, chin up, everybody. I'm going to call Mr. Trundle now. Hello. Oh, he's quiet. Hello, Mr. Trundle.
I'm quiet.
Oh, there he is. Wow. Oh, you're not so quiet anymore.
Hello.
Oh, God. Hello.
I was asleep, so...
When is this guy going to shut up and stop yapping?
I had to wake up real quick. And,
yeah. Good morning.
No, I'm just kidding.
Good morning. Okay, so... I did a bunch of yapping. So is there any yapping we need to do to let the audience know what's going on in the galaxy before we proceed?
Yeah, do you even remember where we were? Come on now.
All right, we're playing.
This is a galaxy far, far away from the Reverend.
Yeah, true.
All of that hogwash. This is, there is a Earth, but who cares?
There is an Earth. That's true. It's here, guys. This is Earth. The final frontier.
No, I was just going to say, though, that the Zelvin vestige was who we thought was the Crisis, and I guess technically it still is, from what I can see. But your synopsis was correct. They were the ones that kind of went... technically... we got a little uppity because they started moving their ships. We saw them from a distance turn their factories back on, and they haven't been on for eons. And so we got a little pissy pants.
Yes, we did.
And we went after them. We all agreed that we should attack. Well, not all of us, but you and I. And we hold most of the power.
Yes, we do.
So, yep. We went after them, And that was a terrible mistake because we almost got obliterated.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We had quite the oopsie poopsie, chat. The Zelvin Vestige, they had like this huge stack. We had some early victories against them, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We had some early victories against them where we beat them in fights, but they were just so powerful, guys, that very quickly the tide started to turn against us. And just as it did, just as the tide started to turn against us, this Satana lady showed up. I can't even show her to you because it won't let me diplomacy with her right now. But you can see the space, like this is Trundle's area. Look at, this is normal space. Actually, can I turn off? Is there a way to turn off?
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
Is there a way to turn Empire map mode, Unions map mode, diplomatic, intel?
Turn what off?
I'm trying to turn off, hold on, opinion, players map mode, no?
Use your words.
I'm trying to make it where I can just see the galaxy without any of the overlays.
Oh, well, hyperlanes, yeah, and then, oh, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got all these.
I would have thought that would have done it.
Yeah, me too, but it's not, so we'll stick with the Empire map mode. In any event, you can see what normal space looks like here, and then you can see Satana's space. Look at the texture behind her planets here. And this was all land that was controlled by that fallen empire. And look at her fleet strength. One of her fleets is 443,000 strength. My entire fleet, everyone, every Earthling, is 244,000. And that's just one of her fleets. Look, she's got two now, 800,000 strength. So, wow. She's super tough.
Yeah, and she also, as soon as she appeared, she created this weather pattern.
Yeah.
Storm we thought was weather. Turns out it's
nanites.
Nanobots.
Yeah.
Nanites. And that started just laying waste to everything. It was expanding. I think last we knew it was still expanding, so we still don't know when that ends, how that ends. We had our fleets just overfloweth. Like my command capacity, my naval capacity is 569 of 455. I blew it all out. Just went AWOL. Just went crazy with it. And
research concluded.
Now it just sets.
Yeah, you got.
We have no idea.
We have no idea what she's doing. We don't know how to combat her with her. So the thing. So by the way, we also should mention that when she showed up and started doing all her nanite shit, she showed up at the homeworld of the Fallen Empire, and Trundle and I theorized, because we saw that the Fallen Empire, they had built a planet cracker, basically the Death Star. And we were like, oh shit, are they going to use that against us? But before they had a chance, this started happening with this AI lady, Satana. So she then proceeded to whoop their butt. Now, the Fallen Empire, they controlled all this land that is currently owned by Satana, and then they had moved up and into our ally, the Keelik Cooperative. You can see now Keelik's economy and fleet are pathetic. So 1/4 of the power of our Federation got whooped by the Fallen Empire. Maayong Buntagans, good to see you. And Satana took over all of their space, but they had moved up here and taken over some of the Keelik's space. And you can see now Satana is just going up here and fighting them and annihilating them. I feel like every time I tune in, you're getting sick or getting better from being sick. Are you talking to me, Mall Cop? Well, Mall Cop, I have tiny humans running around. And if you knew anything about tiny humans, you would know that they frequently bring illness to everyone. So it's constantly happening. I'm actually feeling okay. I recovered from being sick about a couple of days ago. I am having an issue with a potential eye infection, but it's it's like one of my orbs is pure red. It's this color red. Hostile fleet red.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the entire
You got a gunky eye?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So but I'm treating it, so we're just gonna hope for the best here. I don't know what to do about Satana. I can tell that she's trying to take out this fallen empire, and it looks like she's about to do it, frankly.
It's all right. I'm just going to activate an L gate. It's going to be fine. It's fine. See how they get along. Or better yet, how about some sapient combat AI? That sounds good too, right? Right?
We love that. We love sapient combat AI. Wow, my favorite. So I really don't understand this. It says Red Theory Thori Collective has 63K.
Yeah, I saw that too.
What? How?
Yeah.
Oh, they're
I think
calling
it's best
in,
we don't ask that question.
They're calling in favors.
Yeah, it has to be.
42,000 from me. 13,000 from the Pharrellians. I don't know why I'm opposed to this. I don't remember what I was thinking. Storm knowledge sharing.
Is that current?
That's what's currently on the vote, yeah.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. I have no clue why they are.
Yeah, get on the right side of the boat.
Ship upgrades applied.
Right, let's see here. I'm going to turn on some
Ship
music.
upgrades applied.
Maybe not.
Oh, HDCP incoming. He's going to touch a wiki page. Here it comes.
Uh-oh.
Just watching now, folks.
All right, we're going to end this session. It's going to fail the resolution if we do so. Does this affect me in a negative way? Diplomatic? Wait from Pops.
Yeah, it will. Because he's one of my something or others, and he's part of the thing. And
yeah, but let's actually go to the Empire view, guys.
Why do you want to do it? We got bigger fish to fry here, man. What are you worried about that for?
Right? Let's see here. How much of my political power comes from my pops? Let's start there. 2106. How about you? 3059. 2955. So yeah, let's see. 21. Yeah, this will affect me negatively because it's going to increase everyone's political power from pops. And I'm not on the leaderboard of pops.
Sissy.
So
make more people. Come on now.
Yeah.
I probably can't be on there too then either.
But it's going to pass. It's going to pass anyway, even if I oppose it. So I might as well support it and end it.
Oppose it.
Nope, too late.
Okay, and he's done. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Because when I support something that gets passed, my political power goes up. It's one of my tricks.
Ah, good. So you really didn't want that to fail anyways.
Well, I did, but
I didn't.
And I didn't. Yeah, either way, it's kind of like hedging my bets. Either way, I win. But I win. Right. I win bigger if it didn't pass in this case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's nice.
I wouldn't bigger if it didn't pass, frankly.
Oh, this is weird. Again, your term is permanent. I forget about that.
Right.
It's weird.
Right. Yeah, it's a permanent term, and there's something we need to discuss with Satana being here. Something important we need to discuss. Okay. Something very important.
Goddamn emergency measures.
It's an emergency that we discuss this.
I'm sure it is.
Okay. Can you? What do we need to discuss, Trundle? Can you tell us?
What? Okay. The galactic community changes into the Galactic Imperium. All members leave any existing federation. Oh, what I do like this part, it says the certain techno protectorate would become the Imperial core. So I don't hate that.
Does it say that? No, it doesn't.
It does on my screen. It does. Yeah, I like this. All right. Well,
it's lying.
That.
It's lying. I would become the
like
Imperial
that.
core.
No. Don't worry about that.
Hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Good job. Is there a white puppy yet? No. How many puppies are we at now, Pinky? 4. Yeah. Torvi had puppies? Hey. Hey, come here. Tell us. Torvi had puppies. No, he's shy now. He said, Daddy, Torvi had puppy. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did. Yeah, so,
yeah, this is very important that you liquidate all the other...
Right. This is critical. This is critical.
Feels very, very human.
Yes, this is critical.
Very...
Well, see, we have a problem.
Yeah.
If we have to fight Satana, right, we don't have everybody on the same team because the Ednorans in the Star Realm of Marbel have formed their own federation. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But this way we would all be in one federation led by me, the Earthlings. You see?
Yes.
Which would really be critical, I think, to our survival in the long term. So, and that way we wouldn't even need the Galactic Senate. We could just, accomplish things as necessary. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get you. Right.
Right.
I mean, who needs it?
So really,
see, I hope people that are going to be here Sunday are paying attention because this is, you're looking down the barrel. You're looking straight down the barrel.
Well, and what's important to remember here, guys, is that it's dangerous to oppose me. Okay? That's what you really need. That's the big takeaway here. Okay?
Yeah.
If what you say is true, Trundle, then I would advise that you tread lightly. Okay?
Yeah. See, I'm worried about having any persons.
Right.
Because there's a nanite cloud floating in our direction.
Right.
He's worried about other things.
Well, what I'm worried about is whatever future that this nanite cloud creates for us, it's going to need a strong leader. Okay? So if we defeat the nanites, then wouldn't it be to our advantage to have one of us lead that charge and be the leader that we need to defeat the nanites and their queen, Satana?
Yeah.
Conversely, think about it this way. If we become subjects of the nanites, we're going to need somebody to advocate on our behalf with the nanites. Okay?
Yeah.
And who better? Right? Who better than our friends the humans, who are so politically adept that they have the most political power, you know, in the entire thing, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it all fits. I'm with you. Yeah, we're here for you. You know, the Lacertarans, we're your buddies. You know, we've been here the whole time, just hanging out. You know, we just really want to be left in front of our microscopes. So just let us do our thing.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll keep voting with you. It's cool.
Okay, so that show that I was telling you about, that I think that you'll like, that kind of has something to do with the Lacertarans. It's called Pantheon, and the premise is that in the not so distant future, like just a year or two from now,
in the year 2020,
these AI are created by these private companies, but these AI are not created in the traditional like ChatGPT kind of AI way. Instead, they are humans whose brains have been fully uploaded molecule by molecule into the computer. So it's technically not an AI, it's a what they call a UI, an uploaded intelligence. Okay? And that's the premise of this show that I was referring you to watch. And I think you'll really like it.
Sound familiar.
I think you'll really like it. Because it reminded me a lot of your guys' stuff, the Lacertans.
Right. Yeah, don't worry. I was calling it the Lacertarans. I'm trying to shake off this brainworm, I guess, that I have.
Yes. Democratic surrogacy.
So there's still a little bit of the Zelvin vestige somewhere, because before you hit the go button, I was able to see it.
Yeah, it's in the top left near Keelik territory. They have one system remaining, and Satana's about to take it. She's already there.
So soon we find out.
She just did it.
What happens?
The ancient precursor state. They're done. And our war ended. Hey! I just led us on a successful war against the Zelvin vestige.
Wow,
even more reason to elect the humans as our supreme galactic leader. Okay?
Wow. Why are there a bunch of transport ships here? Why is this? Oh, it's the Adnorans. Okay.
But now Satana has all of their shit and more. Now she's a bigger threat than ever. And we wish she would talk to us. Satana.
No, she won't.
Pick up the phone. You whore. We're trying.
You bitch.
We're trying.
Oh my god. This time it was the Eschagon scaring me. Jesus.
She still won't talk to us. Excuse me, Satana, I'm the galactic president. I think you should pick up the phone, bitch. Okay? It's about time that you answer the goddamn phone, girl.
I'm gonna just build in this system and hope for the best.
I don't know what her deal is, chat. You know. Satana, will you pick up the phone? I want to take you to a nice dinner. I want to talk about things, okay? When we last spoke, we left things on a really weird vibe, you know?
I texted you a very revealing picture,
right?
And I want to make sure you didn't send it to all your friends, or it's not on the internet or something,
right? Right. Satana, that was not my dick. That was a space sausage. Please. It was a mistake. I meant to send that to my friend.
That was my friend's.
That was my friend's.
It turns out.
Yeah, that was a Lacertan. Will you chill out, Satana? It was just a oopsie poopsie. She will not talk to us, bro. This is her main ship, by the way. Oh, it's about to jump to another star system. Queen's Titan. That's all we know about it. You can.
Well, and we know it can crack planets.
Yes, it can also crack planets, and it's huge. And its military strength is skull. We don't even get a number. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't even get a number. Now on the plus side, the entire galactic fleet of everyone is here in Earth territory. Which is nice. Not that we could even all of us assembled, we could destroy one of her fleets, maybe. But if she brought to bear all of her fleets, look. Yeah, she's got 4 fleets that are each 438,000 strength. Like, I don't know how we're going to beat her. Oh! Okay, so, as an experiment, I sent one of my science ships into her space, and it's wrecked. It's missing in action. He didn't die, but he's missing in action. So, we still don't even know how to get into her space without dying. Because when you come into here, her nanite swarm just annihilates your vessel.
Yeah, and victory is still not possible, even though Zelvin Vestige is gone.
Yeah, Zelvin Vestige is gone, and we have all of our strength in one spot right now. And we still don't have enough to defeat her, bro. Not that it matters.
So the real question is by attacking the Zelvin Vestige, by declaring war, by listening to the humans.
Right.
And letting them declare war on behalf of the Lacertans.
Right.
Did we really seal our own destiny?
Well, here's what we did. We just won the war against the Lacertans, okay? The Zelvin Vestige. There's no war on the Lacertans, never. What you guys need to understand is this, okay? All of the Zelvin Vestige's nuclear facilities have been destroyed. That's what's important about this announcement, okay? The Zelvin Vestige is no longer a threat to the galaxy. Mission complete, and we want a complete ceasefire between Satana and the Zelvin Vestige. Okay? Yeah. So it all worked out, basically.
Yeah. Right.
It all worked out.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. As we knew it would be.
And we knew it would be. Okay?
Yeah.
We knew it would be. Never forget, chat. Let's see here. Alpha Centauri. Yeah, do we have the means to do... Here's our discoveries here. Okay.
So the Lacertans have recreated themselves.
Oh.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, we added some positive traits to ourselves.
Okay.
We now are mass-produced.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And we have adaptive frames.
Okay.
And we are... What was the other thing that I added?
Construction
Adaptive frames. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Mass-produced and durable, I believe.
Okay,
No, that
okay.
was already there. Efficient. Efficient processor, so plus 5% job efficiency. So
Very nice. We love that.
nice.
We love that. I've got one on my desk now. They're mass produced.
Yep. Get one today.
Lead or
your
die.
local Gigamart.
Secretary of Education. For the good of the many. We need a new secretary.
There's still that enigmatic cache just wandering around my
Beautiful. We love that guy.
empire. Yeah. He also, for damage possibility, just has a skull.
Yeah. Trundle started by going farewell to the flesh. So he played a pre-built empire, and their whole vibe was, we will remake ourselves in the Matrix, which they did. And then they took a step back, and they were like, actually, we're going to need some of us to stay in bodies, but we forgot how to breathe. Oopsie poopsie.
Yeah.
So they had to build robots, bodies that they were piloting from the the Return of the Queen. Here she is.
Oh, dear.
My children, rejoice. Wait, can I, click to unmute speech? Replay speech. Oh, she's so low. Hold on, let me see if I can. The music is low. Ambient volume is low. Advisor volume is low. So what's the deal here?
That's so weird. So on my screen,
Mm-hmm.
it actually shows her face as a robot.
What do you mean?
So I can see on your screen,
Mm-hmm.
she is humanoid,
Right.
but on mine, she is mechanical.
Can you send that to me in a screenshot?
Perhaps.
I would love to show that to everyone.
Oh, I just took a terrible screenshot. We're going to try that again.
My children rejoice. Those who sought to keep me from you have been suitably chastised. So she did destroy the Zelvin vestige on purpose, and they did summon her, or at least tried to keep her in a box or something. I now return my attention where it belongs, to you, and to our great work. We are not your children.
What is this work?
Great work?
And
Chastised.
why do I hate it?
What is the work? The elimination of suffering. The end of the cycle of pain. How will you achieve this? There's much to be done. The first step is to establish a base from which to work. Honor the boundaries I set and venture not within. Your patience will be rewarded. There's much that I can teach you. Obey, and together we shall end the cycle. Either way, okay, let's see. We have no choice. Satana will use one of our systems to establish a base in exchange for valuable technology. We cannot stop her. We can tell her
I
to...
sent it to you in...
Let me see.
Sorry.
Steam.
Yeah, it was the easiest.
Whoa!
That's wild.
Yeah, so she shows up differently depending on facts about your empire. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. What is she giving me? The enigmatic decoder and a specimen called Satana's Love. The enigmatic decoder, while producing average results in standard tests, the accuracy of the enigmatic decoder's prediction algorithms seemingly increases as the target's flight path grows more erratic. What is this thing that she's given us? Satana's... Yo, what's up, Acfredo? Good to see you again, buddy. A vast compendium of knowledge from Satana's databanks. It was offered to the Earth Systems Alliance as a gift, as part of her desire to guide all sentient life towards salvation. Okay. Okay.
What did you get from her?
She gave me...
You got a...
Satana's Love, an artifact.
But also, if some sort of research thing, right?
Yeah, she gave us a technology too. That's a good point. That's right. Let me see if I can find it. Research. It doesn't show up in any of my researched technologies though.
Yeah, I saw in mine it was just an advantage to that research, so I'll have to complete what I'm doing, I guess. And
okay, maybe that's what it was for me too. Let me see if I can change it. Yeah, same. The enigmatic I have to research
artificial. What did you get?
Enigmatic decoder.
Oh Jesus! So I got artificial dragon scales. Which, as you can imagine, is an incredible armor. Interesting.
What planet did she take? My planet's just changed here, but it doesn't say which planet she took. Ah, Rassalas. Interesting.
I thought she gave me something else, too.
She took one from you, too. Ovani. Let's see. Did anyone else acquiesce to her? Yep. Yeah, she's got Satana's outposts all over.
Wait, what did she take of mine?
Ovani. It's near Peden here. Up here. Oops. She took.
I am not veiny. What are you talking about?
Yeah, not anymore. She took that one from you.
Hey, got him.
She took this one from me. She took one from everybody, actually, regardless of whether or not they chose to cooperate.
Oh, Ovani. Yeah, remember that was a weird system? That was that one that we had to jump to?
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, you're welcome, bitch.
Yep.
Very nice, just taking things. So how long until she says she wants another thing? Because you know how this goes.
Right. It's not going to end just because she...
I mean, that was the Sudeten land right there. That's what that was.
Yeah.
That's what just happened there.
Yeah. Well, it also told me that I need to research a way to stop her. Oh, I think we got disconnected.
God bless it.
It's okay. A lot just happened. A lot just changed hands. How about this? I have a gift for you. You heard me, bitch.
Oh, okay. Well, I did. But... I was afraid You guys did such a great job yesterday. I don't want to say too much on the subject since you already, cleared everything up, but you guys really did do just a wonderful job. I'm thankful to be any part of it. Well, thankful to be able to just sit and watch and enjoy it.
I thought it was a great show, great television, dude. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
I thought it went really well. I was so surprised.
I can't help. I laughed so hard when Nathan died.
Yeah.
I I'm sorry, but I laughed so hard.
Well, I played a bunch of funny shit too after he died to add to the community.
Well,
it was funny to me too. It was funny.
It was just like the preposterousness of it just got me. Like all of this time, all of the things,
Right.
all the bullshit leads to
Yeah.
I don't know, something about that.
All the fighting that we did.
All the stuff. Yeah. This was like, well, there you have it. I felt like Daffy Duck needed to come onto the fucking screen and go do 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 do, or so, I don't know, something like that. A little bit. Clearly, it was a wonderful ending, but it's just like that particular thing was. That and almost like a laughter of sadness, almost like that he was gone.
Situation log
Like,
has been
what?
updated.
Crazy. It was a lot of emotions. It came out as laughter. It was weird. Uh-oh, what is this?
Satana
Event chain.
is sending out scouts to her various outposts, and it said if we attack them, it will likely draw her ire, but at the same time, it might give us some knowledge of how to defeat her.
Oh, Jesus. It's a trap!
Yeah, right? That feels like a tempting target, dude. That feels like a tempting target. Oh, I'm very sorry, Satana. We killed those guys. We didn't know those were your friends. We thought that those were just like,
Yeah, we're just dumb space people.
we're
you
just
know
dumb
that.
space guys. We don't have no brain.
Wait, now
We-
why... Do you see all these systems that got left open here?
Yeah.
Should we just claim those real quick?
That's
The
I.
humans should.
Yeah, I fucking sent a bunch of construction vessels up there to start claiming them. Yeah. Correct.
Wow.
Those
Interesting.
That was okay. So that was.
And look at the key leak is going to get all these back. I'm sorry. I talked over you.
No. That was land that the Keelik had taken, or sorry, that the Keelik owned, that was taken from them by the Vestige.
Right.
That was then taken from the Vestige by Satana. And once she whooped their
Right.
butts, she left. But look at all the planets she took. Any planet that she landed on, she took from them. Now has a debuff. It's now a barren world, and it says aftermath,
God.
extremely radioactive.
Ugh.
Are they all that way?
Just
Are they
laying
all?
waste. Well, or the Vestige did. One of them did.
No, the Vestige settled it. They took those planets. Okay,
Yeah,
so she didn't do that because I see some other barren worlds that she touched that don't say that. Although their devastation is all at 100. So she did totally annihilate them. As Satana makes herself known around the galaxy, the cosmos whispers in reply. Signal beacons light up the skies like flames burning in the dark, repeating a plea across the eons. We are here. We are here. We are here.
Oh, man.
The dim signals use Satana's same communication protocols, hinting at a common origin, but our sensors reveal no other activity in their proximity. There
Bro.
must be something there that our scanners are not detecting. Could someone truly have anticipated her return?
Bro.
Investigate.
I don't like this.
It's great. What don't you?
I don't like this. Okay, so now, yeah, there's a situation for you to research.
Yep.
Oh, there's several things.
There's a lot of
okay.
things here.
Oh, dear.
Is this in our territory? Nope.
That's a convoy ambush.
How about this one?
These are beacons.
Nope.
Uh,
Oh, this one.
okay, I'm gonna research this. The Nanite
this
Tempest. I'm gonna do some research on that because I'm a crazy person. I'm thinking though, we're definitely gonna want to have, although there's all this stuff popping up, we're gonna want to have that research done that she afforded us.
Right,
Because
right.
like the dragon skin, I'm gonna want that on all my ships, like right now. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna need way more science vessels. How many? I have one, but he's MIA.
What? Why?
Because
For all that.
the Queen's servants,
that
she's got
cheddar?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beacons. And I need a science ship in orbit in order to study there.
Oh.
So I'm gonna
Well,
need.
this feels like a group project because I've got all that too.
Okay. Well,
So I can help.
let's
I
get
don't
to
have
it.
a lot of science vessels.
She's got.
Let's hop to it.
She's got 3 systems. The Crash system, which is on the opposite side of the universe, in the Eschagon Enlightened Kingdom on the left. I'm pinging it now. She's got
Oops,
1,
I'm sorry, I
2,
was right in the
3,
middle of
4,
looking.
5.
Oh, I see it.
There's 5 planets in there that need to be surveyed.
So, and don't forget I can jump.
Right. You can get there way quicker than me.
So I can probably...
And then there's one in the Cytherian's Bliss and one in the Malarnock League. Space.
That one was...
Alright, let's do this.
What was that
chat.
one across the galaxy?
Crash, I think is the name of the system. Crash, yeah, here.
Oh, yeah,
Thinking
okay.
it. Yeah,
All
the
right, I'll go there.
majority of what we can examine is in there. Alright, let's see here. She's in Deneb now. She's gonna come down here. Unless one of her fleets gets close to our borders, I'm kind of afraid to fuck with her.
I'm telling you, we need to research the thing that she gave us before we need to even think about...
Attacking her,
Right.
her scout vessels.
That's my
I will
feeling on it.
I will take the Lacertan perspective under advisement.
Okay.
As the Galactic Custodian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will carefully consider our options.
Hey, why is there... Hey, lady, why is your thing in Nooth? Why has it got to be there? That's not very nice.
I need to hire a bunch of scientists, so I can do
Okay, so
this.
I'm going to Crash. Crash is a bunch of...
Yeah. Crash has a literal ton of them, dude. I'm hiring one of your scientists by the name of Tolbig. What a name.
You're pretty close to the Solomon. I'm gonna let you handle that.
Yep. What is this? What are you, Nathaniel Wyndham?
I'm gonna go down to Sojo Stukar.
Right. Alright, let's see. Situation log. Let's go to the first one.
Because I'm gonna jump. Yeah, I got a good jump from there through one of my jump gates. Actually, so that actually I will be there pretty quickly.
Very nice.
How do you get living metal?
It'll be one of the it'll be like a resource in a system, just like Zro.
Okay.
So let me
So
see.
I haven't researched that.
Maybe not. So yeah,
Interesting.
it's because that's like Fallen Empire technology. Okay. So for instance, the Folkel, which is my system just north of your empire, here. I have one living metal that I can pull from that system, but even I don't yet know the tech to do it. So even I can't pull it yet. But actually, now that you mention that, I am going to research that tech right now.
Is it traditionally on a planet?
It'll be like a resource in that system. So in Fulkel, as an example,
Is it like, yeah.
it is on a barren world. It's a resource on a barren world. It's that stuff from Terminator. Remember the Terminator who can like change his form and shit?
Oh yeah, I remember you making that analogy before.
That's what it is. So like, imagine building your ships out of that and shit. You know?
Right. I just didn't know if you needed to build an arc furnace or something like a mega structure to actually acquire it or something.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. No. You just have to have the tech necessary to do it. Let's see, guys. Can we... Is there any expand... What is this? Convert into mercenary. No, we don't want to do that. We need all of our ships available to us right now. Thanks to Big Bitch. Yeah, you have Titans. I still don't. I'm still stuck on battleships. And oh, I forgot to mention to you guys, I had a Titan that I got from an event called and we named it the Galactica. Unfortunately, it was destroyed fighting the Fallen Empire.
This is so cool to see. To see this jump across the solar system, like across the galaxy, down to like, well, we're just gonna jump right down here, and then a couple days we'll be right there. Hopefully the Malernarks will be cool about it. They don't hate me, it's cool.
It's perfectly fine, dude.
Oh, I fucked up. Well, not really, I guess. Just do a little oopsie poopsie. I built a mega shipyard.
We are being hailed.
Wow, shipyard capacity. Whoa, that's cool. So if I build something here... I can't, okay. Well, they're just pretty cool. We'll go with it. Pretty goddamn cool.
Nexus Storm, Jesus.
I don't like that noise.
No, that was a terrible noise. Hey,
Gale Duck.
Can we turn that alarm off forever? What do you guys think about that? What if we just didn't... What if we just turned off that alarm? That one alarm. Forever, though. Maybe turn it into a chime. Could we maybe chime it? Is there any... Guys, do you think there's any way we could chime it?
I get what you're going for there, but it's, you know, it's a bit much. Oh, good. Her cosmic tempest keeps raging on. I love that.
Oh, that's great. Hey, Satana, could you turn off the fucking hurricane? Would you mind?
Just so happens those nanites are kind of annoying.
Hey, we have a new president just in time for declaring the Galactic Imperium. I have to pause because a lot just happened.
Yeah, sure.
It is the dawn of a new order. The old galactic community has been dismantled, and in its place, the first Galactic Imperium has now risen. After claiming our rightful place on the throne of this new pan-galactic state, we are now known as the Imperial Core. In a lavish coronation ceremony broadcast across the entire galaxy, a new imperial dynasty has been established when Arohi Desmukh was crowned Galactic Empress. On Earth. Empress? I thought it was a dude. Wait a minute.
Oh, God.
Is he gender bending? What is this guy doing? Oh, okay. Galactic Empress Arohi Desmukh. Wow, beautiful.
Oh, God.
Wow, beautiful. She's 103 years old. I know you love that.
You know what
She was born on
is being said
Arrakis,
to
by
me
the
right
way.
now? Yeah.
Long live the Galactic
Citizen.
Empress. Long live the Imperium. Could I get, excuse me, Trundle, could I get a, long live the Galactic Empress, long live the Imperium from you? Do you think you could give that?
Long live the Galactic Core!
Beautiful. 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 Here, here. All right, so you got a notification too. What did yours say? You
I did.
owe back taxes?
I was waiting for you to click on yours because I was wondering if you would get, if it would just show you.
Right.
I forgot to read mine out. Mine was a little bit different, but pretty much the same.
Well, fuck you.
It just didn't say here, here. It just said, no, but this one, Proclamation of the Imperium. Citizens of the galaxy rejoice, you have been set free from the
Yes.
tyranny of the galactic community. Is that the same one you just
No, no, yours is much better. Keep going. I love that.
read? Okay. Citizens of the galaxy. And of course, it's got your ugly mug
Right.
on the face of it.
Hello. How are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. And it says, you have been set free from the tyranny of the galactic community's stifling bureaucracy and bickering diplomats.
Yes.
Your worlds are now under the protection of the Galactic Imperium. As Imperial citizens, you are united in the greatest and most powerful nation the galaxy has ever seen.
Wow.
Sedition will be punished and obedience rewarded.
Yes.
Now that Galactic Empress, watches over you, long live the Imperium. Long live the Galactic Empress.
Wow. Wow. Just truly.
Wow, we hate that.
Couldn't have said
Wow.
it any better, frankly. You know, they really nailed it for me. They really nailed it. You know?
Why did I do that?
Well, on the bright side,
Hey, I'm the Federation president now.
but I thought it
Excellent.
Didn't it annihilate the do you still have a federation? It said it
I guess I still have a Federation.
really? Does it still show you? Maybe we have to unpause because it said that all federations would be abolished.
I don't know. Oh.
Well,
That's what it says.
we've got I have to redo my entire council because, well, you know, we're a whole different
that sounds
government
terrible.
now. So
Yeah, that sounds awful. I'm so sorry.
yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, let's see.
Do you think Kathy Ox Maz will get reelected now since they
yeah.
she voted for this?
Yeah. Oopsie poopsie, Caveox.
Really sold us down the river this time.
No. We love Caveox. Caveox is our favorite.
Yeah.
No, we can't have two Lacertans. We need this guy to be the one. Okay. So the good news is the Galactic Council, I don't know if you can see my screen, is much more diverse than the Earth
Oh, yes.
Council was. We now have a various range of aliens helping to run things under the watchful guise of the Empress. Okay. But there are some things that I think need to be adjusted still. Let's see. Democrat advisor. Nope, that's not. Hold on, we need to change our advisor. That's a good point. Let's do instead of the diplomat.
Nothing is impossible.
We should probably change that now to something more like the authoritarian. That's much better.
Yeah, make sure you select an heir. You wouldn't want that to...
Right. I think it'll... You know. I might do that one for me automatically. Galactic Sovereign. We got a new civic. The society has achieved mastery over much of the galaxy, serving as the current rulers of the Imperium. Monthly influence +6. Diplomatic weight +40%. Available envoys +1. Available civics +1. Watcher of the Imperium. New council position, and it's available for a commander. Oh, and we get a new authority point to spend. Let's see what we want to do here. Efficient bureaucracy and a Byzantine bureaucracy. Very nice. That could really. Let's Diplomatic Corps. That's probably still important to have, huh, chat? Let's see. Crusader Spirit. Cutthroat Politics. Wow, there's so many good... Feudal Society. Wow, yeah. Maybe we should do that.
Just fire that up.
Just fire that up.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Let's see. Heroic Past. You know what? We do have a heroic past. Now that I think about it. We have been very heroic. Wow, we Earthlings are the best.
Yeah.
Let's see. Merchant Guilds, Philosopher King. Who doesn't love a Philosopher King, right? Pleasure Seeker, Police State. Is that what we should do? Police State.
Wait, we're not in there?
No, not yet. Scavenger, Slaver Guilds. Oh, well, you never know. Technocracy, Vaults of Knowledge. There's so many good things to choose from. Aristocratic Elite seems like a good one. They just have a 20% chance. Yes. I think we might go with Aristocratic Elite, unless there's something that will affect our political power even more. Oh, guys, I don't know what to do here, what to choose. I mean, it's so many choices for the Galactic Emperor here. It's maybe Technocracy. Let's do it. Reform. We did it. Available. Oh, it redid all my fucking... I just did this! Okay, alright, let's try again, guys. We're gonna reappoint everybody. Watcher of the Imperium. Yeah, that should be... Maybe we just redo the whole council with humans. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
You know, we were doing... As well. Yeah, we were doing this, like, multicultural thing, but now that I think about it... You know...
Right. Why bother?
Why bother with any of that? You know, it's kind of like it's just a joke anyway. You know, we don't need to co-opt these people. They just need to do what they're told. So, all right, and we're in, guys. There's so much to do. All right, wow.
Well, it's time to tell the people of the Federation that we need to revolt.
Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. So how do the resolutions work now? That I'm Imperial institutions. Oh, right. Some of the ones that we already had are all here still. I love that. I love that. Okay. Imperial reforms. Pax Galactica. Members of the Imperium may not declare war on each other aside from the trials of advancement. Imperial Council by election. Election?
Jesus.
Elections?
Jesus.
What do you mean election? I don't know if I agree with that. Maybe appointment by appointment. You know? Maybe abolish Imperial Council. That might be for the best. Now that I think about it. The Imperial Council and its sycophants are yet another tragic remnant of the corrupt galactic community. It serves no purpose in this new galactic era. You know, that's not wrong. You know, when you put it that way, it does sound very, you know. Let's see. The Imperial Security Directorate. Galpol is now the Imperial Security Directorate. No one escapes Imperial justice. Everyone left the Federations. The Imperial Armada. All references to the galactic community are being swept away in the new Imperium. Guys, it's really important that you understand. Crown Prince Vladimir Desmuk has been appointed. He's the Crown Prince. Wow, we love this. God, so much is happening here at the end. Let's give you that one. Erochi Desmuk. Hold on. What is a very famous bloodline that are still alive? You know? Like, there's like the House of Windsor, right? There's the Kardashians. She's kind of Chinese, isn't she? She's from Arrakis. The Bush family. Yeah, let's rename her. That's a good... There you go, Wendy. Thank you. Wendy nailed it. Let's do that. Let's make it American-centric, all right? She's Arohi Bush. Okay? Just to be clear. All right? And him too.
Oh, look at all these commercial packs that I can make now. I'm no longer in that fucking Federation.
Yeah, that's true. You're not. You're now in our Federation. Okay? Please clap. All right.
Out of the fire and into the lava.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Listen, this is all for the best. Don't make me report you to the Watcher of the Galactic Imperium. Okay?
Oh, I'm so sorry, sir.
Yeah, don't fuck around here, buddy. All right. So, there was one thing we wanted to do, which was...
He's a different color now, and it's called the Imperial Core.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, we're so doomed.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. This was how it was always meant to be, okay? I don't... Listen, galactic people, I
should have
don't
opposed
need
that.
you.
Why was...
No. Look, I don't need you. I never needed you. I just used you to get to where I was always supposed to be. Okay?
Yeah, I should have known. Yeah.
So, there's that to remember.
Yeah.
And that's an important one. Okay?
I forget.
I like the idea of Galactic Emperor. We'll keep that as the title, guys. And we'll hit play. What's up, Mithrin? Good to see you, buddy.
Communications.
Commercial packs. Oh, we'll do so many commercial packs. Yeah, you can all trade with us.
Receiving communications.
Wow. That's very loud, guy. Pro strats, dude. That's what we're made of here, guys. And no, I'm not bungling my Wi-Fi bot.
Receiving communications.
Commercial pact, of course.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Oh, so much is happening, dude.
Oh, I love this.
So much, literally a thing a second is occurring. You know?
Receiving communications.
What happened here? Okay. Back here. Oh god, they oh my god. Every time.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I tried some RP. Oh, was this your, you were doing it with the AI you were telling me about before? Defensive pack. So I love that. Energy credits are gone in 8 months. Wow, it's expensive to be the boss. Okay. We'll sell, we'll buy some of that.
No, I still have a way to get into the center of the galaxy, and I haven't really explored it.
Jesus, there's so many. You all want to be
I think
our
I'm gonna do
friend
that now. Now that you're the Imperium, I think it's time to do this.
Give me a new problem to resolve, huh? Hey, I
It
woke up
feels
the
like it's
demons
the
at the center
time.
of the galaxy, by the way. Happy Imperium.
Listen.
Hope you all had a great...
Well, you're doing your own thing, so it feels like it's time for me to do my thing.
What's my Imperial Authority? 101. Okay, it's going great.
Oh my god.
Delegates can openly criticize or support the
Oh, there's the
Imperium and its
Kiwis.
policies. Will increase your
Receiving communications.
strengthening...
I was waiting for them to scream at me.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Receiving
Research
Why
agreements.
are all the birds so loud?
They're all so low. Non-aggression pact. No.
Wow, I get my fleet back. That's why my thing went.
Okay, we agree to that.
It's amazing how much of my fleet was being used.
construction complete.
Oh, wow, me too. Jesus, 951?
Communications.
Yeah. The goddamn Federation.
Jesus.
Okay, so I researched the nanites.
Receiving communications.
Can you pause it so I can read this to you?
Yes. Read to me, my fellow Imperial citizen. Can't wait to hear
You know
you
what? Never
read.
mind. Fuck you.
No. Read that to me. Read that to me.
It says previous studies scrutinized the nanite mechanics. Now our focus has shifted to how they are programmed and means by which Satanan. What did we say her name was?
Satana or something like that?
Yeah.
Satan? What's her name?
Controls
What's her name?
them.
Satana, yeah.
Satana controls them. Surprisingly, Satana's influence is less direct than presumed. Nanites cyclically repeat the last orders until new ones arrive. Once we understood the complex programming language at work, we were able to issue new commands. While we can't prevent new orders from being issued, inducing order paralysis offers a strategic advantage. It may even tilt the scales in our favor.
Wow. We love that. So, how do you feel about all that?
Uh-huh.
You feel good about that?
Sure. I love how, the whole oh my god, Keelix. I love how the whole galaxy is just, feels like it's in turmoil now, because we're at the galactic core and whatever the fuck is happening.
We should probably, form a defensive pact with our buddies, the Lacertans, who helped us get into power. And have a migration treaty with them. And a commercial pact. That would probably be important, I think. Okay.
Why are we talking to these people?
No, shut up.
Receiving communications.
Non-aggression pact
Why in
from
the
the
wild world?
Adnorans. No, we're going to reject all of that. We really only need the Lacertans and the,
Oh dear. I don't like this. Did you get a thing? Did you get a thing? Did you get a thing from the lady?
No.
Oh god, I got a thing from the lady.
From her?
You innocent child, yes. You innocent child, my nanites are not your playthings. I implore you, cease toying with them.
Oh!
Ah.
Oh! Satana, I'm so sorry about this. We don't even know
so
these
my
guys.
choices...
These robot fucks, they just showed up.
So it says those nanites are a nice trick. That's one option, and it says we were only curious. And the one that says those nanites are a nice trick, it says this will displease Satana. Well,
Trundle, do me a favor and quit putting your thumb in Satana's ass before we figure this all out, okay?
Yeah. Curiosity is inherent to consciousness. I do not fault a child for possessing it. Have you gleaned all you need to know about my celestial tempest? I wonder, did you discern its origin? The nanite swarm built long ago by those who hoped to disrupt my work. But their failure was my fortune. I have repurposed the swarm as you see. Go now, child, and invest your time in more worthwhile endeavors.
Wow.
You repurposed the swarm? One being's weapon is another one's veil. My long imprisonment gave me ample time to strategize. In the end, repurposing the swarm was a small matter. As all change is once enacted, those who built the nanites are long gone, so there can be no quarrel with my methods. I earnestly hope you will learn from their mistake. There is no obstacle I cannot overcome given time. Very well. Sorry about that, lady.
She did fuck up the Zelvins, need we remind each other.
Listen. I was just trying to be a good boy and do thing, and...
You did
Listen,
great.
I just want to be left with...
You did
I just
great.
want to be left with my... I said let me look through my looking glass and everything, and everybody will be fine.
You really did great. And I also wanted to say that, Satana, we don't even know this guy. Okay?
He's not with us.
This guy's not with us. We don't
he
know
came
him.
in the same car,
Yeah. But he said
but he's leaving in an Uber.
Yeah, now he's leaving. He's leaving right now,
leaving.
aren't you, Mr. Dickbot?
Right.
Aren't you, Mr.
Right
Dickbot?
now.
You're going right now, right? He's going
Bye-bye.
home. Satana, we're so sorry. He's drunk. Okay.
He's drunk.
He's
He
drunk.
doesn't know what he's doing. I don't think she'll accept that as an answer, I'm afraid.
Well, only one way to find out.
Yeah. Should this be, is this a good time to mention I've researched, well, I'm going to be done researching one of the beacons. Looks like nobody else is excited about the beacons. It's just me. I could fuck up the whole universe. Oh, I love that. I love that for me. Well, I guess we've got some options. I could keep researching these. Do you have one sent to that other spot?
I've sent one to every spot, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, being the galactic emperor, there's really only so much I can, you know.
Galactic Emperors.
The Dark Elves, one of the evil factions. It's interesting that the AI made the bad guys your buddy. Yeah, that's the thing about bad guys. If you appeal to them properly. What's up, Hearth and Harmony? Good to see you. Hearth and Harmony, some things have happened in the story here.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the most important part is that the people of the galaxy elected us to be the Imperial Emperor. In response to a threat. Okay? They did elect. Like it was an election, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Now, granted, it was a electoral vote, right? It was not... it was not... how you might say normal democracy, okay?
Yeah.
It was special democracy. Okay.
Yeah, Hearth and Harmony, it's really important you watch this part.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
uh,
Can we declare her the crisis, by the way? No, we can't. So even if we wanted to, I couldn't. Well,
Well-
I love that.
technically, right now, she isn't.
Right. And why would you, right? She's so
Technically,
kind.
she's like-
She's so nice.
Right. She's just our buddy.
Right now, she's just giving us free shit. What's not to love? You
Yeah,
know?
and she killed the biggest problem in the universe.
Right. She really did.
So why would
Well,
anybody
hold
be
on.
mad at that?
Let's take a step back. If I recall, it was the humans who declared the galactic crisis to be the Zelvin, and it was and it was the humans who
Right.
led us to the conclusion of that war. So,
Yeah, excuse me. I misspoke.
Yeah, I think there was a little bit of a
an oopsie poopsie.
an oopsie poopsie there, because it
Yeah.
sounded like you were giving credit to her for our
Well-
imperial victory. Okay.
Well, ask her. Ask her what she thinks.
No, we don't need to include her. She's a separate thing.
Oh.
She's totally.
Yeah, could you three-way the
Yeah.
call?
No,
Could you call her?
Honestly, she
Oh.
won't even pick up my calls. Oh, she will now. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? She's on the call. Fuck. Hi. How are you? Beloved child, what brings you to me?
Getting some real Maynard vibes from her.
No. Her? From
Do they
her?
know each other?
Um,
Yeah, like she's gonna definitely eat us.
No.
She's
no.
definitely gonna eat us. I can feel it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, this looks good. I'm glad you decided to talk to her.
Oh, shut up. Don't look at that. Shush. Don't look at that. Play. I'm hitting play now.
Uh, all right, so I've found. Oh God! Oh God! She's talking to me again. Oh God! She's talking to me again. Oh, I've made an oopsie. My child, by now you must realize that every act of mine is deliberate. Establishing a base near you was no accident, and I have come with a request.
Oh.
Oh, you're reading this right now.
No, I'm getting one too. I'm also getting one. No, you can read it. You saved me the time. You know?
Long ago, a certain databank was taken from me, by fate or by design. It has come to reside in territory you now claim as your own. Retrieve it, and you shall be rewarded. A databank? Ooh. Wait, so we all have databanks?
Wait,
calling
well, or
bullshit on
something. She's testing us, I think. She's testing us.
Oh, Jesus. I dare you to say we're not your servants.
So I don't work for you. I'm the Galactic Emperor.
Yeah, I dare you. Now it's time to throw around your giant proboscis.
Yeah. Oh, it's on the moon. Her central database.
Okay, so event chain, weak links. I did one of the thingamajigs.
Okay.
I researched one of them. Having discovered a way to reach Satana's nanite tempest, we can now directly target her outposts. A direct attack against her stations would not go unnoticed, but could provide us with valuable intel. Yeah,
No shit.
that sounds. Yeah.
Hey, if we attack her and blow her up, did you know we might learn something?
Wow.
Yeah, what
Thank
would we
you
learn, guys?
for telling me that. How to die? I think that'll be something we'd learn. Yes. Wow. I don't even know. What is... Oh my god. I mean, did you have to throw the whole universe into total upheaval?
Who are you talking about? Me?
Yeah.
No, okay, so just to be clear, because I understand there's some confusion on the whole upheaval thing in the universe. It belongs to us, the universe, that is, and it's not in upheaval, it's ordered now. Okay.
I'm definitely going to this. I'm definitely going to the center of the galaxy.
It's
to see
ordered
if I can
now.
Stay there.
I just want to be clear that it is ordered. And I know that the wise Cathiox Maz would never disrupt that order, but it would be dangerous. I would warn
Now's not
anybody
the time.
not to. Oh, thank you,
Now's
Banana Gamer.
not
Welcome.
the time. Don't
Welcome. The Empress.
start with him.
The Empress acknowledges you. Welcome.
We already can't fit his head through doorways. Okay.
Okay. That's because I'm wearing this big fucking crown. All right, just chill out. Okay.
I get it. I would too.
The crown smith offered to make the crown smaller, and I said, a smaller crown for the imperial glorious emperor? Ridiculous. You know?
Why would we?
Instead, we're just going to make all of the doorways much larger.
Much larger.
Much larger.
Yes, of course.
Okay. And it turns out that works. You can do that. Did you know that you can make doorways bigger when you're the imperial seat? It totally works.
Well, certains make it shorter and narrower.
Or it's like one of those cartoons. You know when like in a cartoon when somebody jumps through a wall and it's like their outline? It's like a certain outline. There's just a giant robot dick off to the side.
Yeah, it's giant dick.
So much is happening, guys. So much is happening. You know? Wow.
I don't understand though. I don't understand how this works. Or actually, to be truthful, you're the core, the Imperial core.
Right.
But a galactic emperor. But you're not the humans anymore. I still don't really understand. So now everybody's is making separate pacts.
Right.
It's just like you're a different race now, sort of.
Well, I'm a different government. I was a democracy before, and now I'm an imperial domain. We're run by the Bushes, need I remind you. And everything is fine. Okay, so yeah, basically, remember before, we were all into the galaxy was separated into two federations. The United Federation of Planets, which was you and me, we were leading that one. And then the other one was the Ignorans in the Star Realm of Marbel. And because of our laws, where we couldn't team up with people or have treaties with people outside of our federations, a lot of us didn't have agreements with each other. Okay? But all of that has changed now, thanks to the unity that we've brought to the solar systems of the galaxy of the Imperium of Earth. Okay? Need I remind you?
Now feels like a good time to research penal colony.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's going to be humans that we want to put in penal colonies.
No. Also, just to make things a little bit easier for you, because you were concerned, are we still the human or whatever? We have renamed our thing.
What the fuck has he done this?
So now it should be clear that we are the humans. Okay.
Imperial man.
Okay. Now it should be more. I think it should be more abundantly clear now that we are properly. Yeah, we are human. And you know, because there's some confusion, maybe we should look at our council and get rid of these aliens, guys, because there's some confusion whether or not we are still the humans.
Now it's time to go to the center of the galaxy. Let's make the oopsie poopsie well known. Because there's nothing here that could go wrong. It's just a giant shard, an ancient rift.
Right, right.
I don't see any problem. What do you say, Brick? Should I just let her rip?
Go in there, dude. What's the worst that could happen?
We all die.
You know, between the Emperor and his robot girlfriend, Satana, there's nothing we can't solve. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just to be abundantly clear.
That is his personal philosophy. He has told me that before. It's true.
Yeah. Everything's fine. Everything's abundantly fine. Everything's fine. Okay? We're fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine right now.
Receiving communications.
Oh, we got a communication, huh? Subjugation request.
It's gonna be...
Yeah, we'll do that. That's not a bad idea. Now that you mention it, Key Leak. You're right.
Oh my god.
You're right. In fact, you know what, Key Leak?
Oh.
We should go around to some of these other empires. And
So I have 13 children. Ah.
the plot of a slave rebellion. Forming an alliance, they split Earth's spoils, erasing his coven. A decadent bedchamber celebration. That sounds like... Are you talking about Segs?
All right, hold on to your butts.
Oh, I have to pause.
What?
Special
Well, you spooked me. You said hold on to your butt. And
oh, well,
as
I'm
the
going
galactic...
through the hole. I'm going... Hold
Yeah.
on to your butt. I'm going through the hole.
Yeah, but that's a problem because as the Galactic Emperor, I'm surrounded by a harem of about 429 different asses that I have to hold. So if you'll give me, it's going to take me a while. There's a full ceremony for me to hold all these asses. Okay? And yes, some of
Good
them
luck.
are an alien ass. That's correct.
That's correct.
That's correct. Okay. Hold on here. I need to do something really quick, if you don't mind. I just need to come over
Wow,
here
I'm
to
pretty
these
impressed.
guys.
My fleet is at 407,000. Pretty happy with that. To be honest. Never have I ever.
Yeah, I still haven't done any RP yet
It's just
with
subjugating
the
everybody.
rope. Oh, shut up! You don't know that. That's not true. Shh. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's time to make some moves, people.
It's
We're just
fine.
fucking it up here.
It's fine.
I'm so worried about defending things.
I'm
and then
doing
there's the Imperium
this.
of Man, and yeah.
I'm doing this for you. Need I remind you?
For it's
Okay?
it's always been. I forgot.
For the
I forgot.
galaxy.
Yes, yes, yes.
This is for everyone. Okay? This is for you. This is for all of my subjects. Okay? And I wish you would acknowledge that for what it is. Yo, what's up, Wimdy? Good long time no see, buddy. What's up, baby? We're playing some Stellaris today. We're at the very end of a very long Stellaris campaign. We're having a blast with it, actually. But we're just trying to solve this one last problem that we're having. Which is that although everyone in the galaxy serves us, some of them don't serve us precisely how they should.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them serve us in like kind of like a roundabout kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's true.
And that's weird. That's weird. You know, really, it should be a direct kind of servant, like a bring me my
That's
coffee
weird.
type servant. You know what I mean? Is really what we're looking for here. Oh, he would do it if only I had the money. No, he would never do it. He's like, fuck you. All right. All right. Yo, good night, Vogue. Good night. Good night, buddy. Yeah, I am interested, Mithrin.
Good night, Trundle. Trundle, Jesus.
Yo, good night, Trundle. Good night.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I was reading his message.
Yeah. Yes. I do try to respond to all of my chats. It is a little bit more difficult to do if it's a large block of text, you know? But I try my best. I try. Sustain Cosmic Storm. I don't know how I feel about that.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
Hey, when you pause it and then you unpause it, sometimes
I need to warn you, huh? Is that what you're trying to say?
sometimes that would be nice. Well, when I'm doing an attack.
Right. Hey, by the way.
Yeah. No.
Hey,
Everything's
FYI,
fine.
just a heads up.
Yeah.
We're going to war with Satana.
Oh, what?
Yeah, don't worry about that. Just
What?
get your ships ready and be here at 12.
No, I'm in the center of the galaxy.
No. Hurry up. Okay. Are you ready? I'm gonna
What?
I'm gonna unpost or unpause.
Yes. Oh dear.
Ooh, what is this? Battle thralls have 3
Let's go,
other
boys.
empires as vassals. Oh, I love
Oh,
that.
for fuck.
What are you doing here in the middle?
Communications.
Oh, it looks like a big fight, but I can't see it. Wait! I have to pause.
For fuck's sake.
Sorry, hold on. I need to do this so that I can see your battle, bro. I can't see your battle. And that's concerning. Oh, now we can see it. What all is here? Oh, a lot of stuff. Wow, it's like a bunch of space whales. Wait a minute, did you come here to kill a bunch of space whales? Whoa, what the fuck? You teleported out of there.
Extraction complete.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, you're back now. Nope, you're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
What is he doing, chat?
Oh yeah, my whole everything got wiped.
What got wiped?
Yeah. Well, they all got sent to East Bejesus.
East Bejesus?
Yeah, they're all missing in action.
Oh.
All my fleets.
So right now what you're saying is you're very weak and now would be the time to strike. Is that right?
I mean, I suppose.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
one
saying.
way of
Yeah.
what kind of in a roundabout kind of way is what he's saying a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but
Yeah, don't worry, we won't. We love the Lacertans way too much. Okay? And our Imperial authority is not where it needs to be yet, so we're not going to be taking anybody out.
so there will be a time. I do
No.
appreciate the
What
heads
I'm
up on
trying
that.
to say
Thanks
is,
for that.
in a roundabout way, okay? Listen, Martina Dela Cruz, can you explain the Emperor's perspective on this a little bit neater?
What happened there?
Everything.
That was very confusing. Very confusing.
Yeah. I don't know. You got teleported away. That's all I saw. Can I go there?
I don't think I lost.
Nope.
You'd have to come to my home world.
No,
Stinky boy.
no, we would never do that.
Mm-hmm. This needs to be merged. This is not bad. I got space whales with ain't no one to talk to.
What? Space whales?
Yes, sir. So it doesn't look like I was damaged. Maybe I didn't get hurt. I don't understand why they just all went out, though. Very weird.
You're not allowed to know. Strictly forbidden.
I guess not.
Strictly forbidden, bro. Strictly forbidden. What's up, Shorty Gray Fox? What's up, baby? Hello, hello. The Imperium of Man is getting even more powerful every day. We love that.
God.
Hello, hello. Based on my actions, Mithrin is a paradox, even among the Dark Eldar. He oscillates between surprising kindness and chilling cruelty, capable of sparing a loyal servant one moment and flaying a traitor the next. In his pursuit of pleasure and immortality, he's driven by hedonism and self-preservation. Who's not? You sound like a galactic emperor. Willing to scheme or slaughter for wealth and eternal life. He's charismatic yet wrathful, a showman who relishes the spotlight of victory. We love that. We love that. Well, that's all I really have for that.
Pledged ourselves to the Lasser-Terran Techno Protectorate. Excellent. Good job, Maulernarks. You're a good job. Do a good job. You done good, boys.
Very good. Very good. What do you think of that description? I mean, cool, dude. I mean, I'm glad you're enjoying your time with your AIRP, dude. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun. And I mean, what will you do next? I'm curious. What will your goals be next?
What will you do?
What? Why? Help.
What is the name of game?
Yeah, name game. Game name game. Name game name of game? Name game name? Death of a great leader, our commander Jurg Vis. Your strength will be remembered, Jurg Vis. The Senate is now in session. We're voting on the Tithe of the Soulless. This would reduce diplomatic weight from tech. The Nanite Tempest. It's on a storm rages on. Zatanna's power is vast. More research will be needed. Yeah, continue to do that, guys. Let's buy a lot of energy, guys. We're gonna need it.
Are you doing anything with the data bank?
Yeah. That's the one on the moon, you mean? Yeah, I got a guy researching it as we speak. It's gonna take him a couple years. Might take him a couple of years. Ambush convoys. This will start a battle. I love that it tells you that.
Oh, cool. I can now develop a nanite repair system.
Oh, wow, we love that. We love nanite repair systems. Tell us more.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Is that
We will.
is that the type
we'll get
of
back to you.
Oh, okay, I see. Is that the type of offering that you want to give to your great and powerful emperor? Is that what you're saying? You wanted to give something like that to your...
Pretty sure he told me he didn't want that.
No,
Yeah.
no. That's a misunderstanding
heard,
for
at
sure. That's a misunderstanding. You see, we would never, the emperor would never say something like that.
He told me that.
No.
It was in a DM. I have it right here.
Strictly forbidden knowledge to say. Must not need consumer goods, huh, dickhead? You don't need moats or gases. Wow, you're so wealthy, you fucker, that you don't want anything I have to offer. We're not giving you living metal. Get over yourself.
All I want is metal. Oh my god. That Satana fleet is $1.3 million
Where's this?
in news. She just broke it up.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, really not too much we could do about that, even if we wanted to.
Nope. Oh my god. I just researched it. Took me about 30 seconds. I don't know what's wrong with you. Anyways, there's some cryogenic pods that rest under my moon. So, yeah.
Our boy Mithrin is talking segs in the... He's talking galactic segs, bro. How much of our power comes from tech, guys? 1925. It's our lowest. Yeah, you know what? We will support that.
Receiving communications.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we will support that. That'll increase our strength even more. First, he raided a human world. Rebellion with no casualties. Debauchery. The bedchamber celebration was one of Mithrin's favorite aspects. I like celebrated in quotes. Did you make sweet, sweet love to an AI, Mithrin? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Mithrin, no more AI love, my friend. Strictly forbidden. Strictly forbidden. No more making love to the AI now.
I think I've made an oopsie poopsie.
Okay, I'm willing to hear your oopsie poopsie.
Well, I broke the seal.
Ooh, so now you're gonna have to pee all day.
That is normally what I mean.
Yeah. Because that's normally
However,
what that means.
Exactly. However, in this case, it's a galactic seal.
Ooh. Oh, sounds great. Galactic seal.
And
All right, go on.
there was a lot going on, and I kind of skipped by the whole thing, so I don't really know what's happening, which is great. I can hear Harold's excited about
He's upset. Oh, Lord. Oh, hold on. A lot just happened, and I need to put Harold out of this room. He won't shut up. All right. And Daddy's back. I didn't think you were bragging, buddy, and it doesn't bother me if you brag, dude. And I'm just messing with you. I'm just reacting to what you say. So trust me, if you did something that I didn't like, I wouldn't even have to mention it because my team would know ahead of time and they would take care of it. So you're all good, baby boy. A scrawling complex, dude.
So I'm currently pumping exotic gases into the center of the universe. Let's just leave it at that. It's fine.
Oh.
It's just fine.
Are you literally trying to
Let's
poison
just-
the space
it's-
cows that are in the...
No, there's no space cows in there. Okay?
There were.
It's
I
just,
saw them.
No.
I saw them.
The space cows were on my team, okay?
Oh, those were your... You brought cows to a gunfight. Is that what I'm hearing?
Listen, those are really good space cows, okay?
Did you... Wait, hold on. Did you or did you not bring cows to a gunfight? That's all I want from you is an answer.
There seems to be a miscommunication somewhere.
Right.
How come you haven't researched this thing in Solomon?
In Solomon?
happening?
What are you talking about?
How come you haven't researched it yet?
Solomon.
Yeah, the thing with the deal.
Let me double check something. Oh, Zolomon. Yeah, I did research it. It didn't tell you.
Oh, so we all have to do them separately?
I did not know if that was the case or not, which is why I sent people
Oh.
everywhere to research it.
Yes, I mean you said that, but I was certain that could not be the case.
I've got almost all of them done now. I only have one of them's about to finish, literally in a day, and then the last one is all I have left to do.
That's gonna make her a little pissy pants.
Well,
Let me tell you from experience.
look, she's I've got her under my thumb, okay?
Ah. Uh-huh.
Oh. There's a cryogenic pod. Oh, you did it too. Okay. Yeah, so you've
Yep.
already discovered this. Right.
So, who's in the pod? What's in the box?
Right? Let me find my best scientist. Who wants to study the pod guy?
Everybody puts their hand down.
Yeah. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Oh, God.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal. I'm sorry, Dave. Yo, what's up, Squiddy girl? Good to see you, my little inkling. Yo, we're having some things here. We're trying to do the thing, Squiddy. And I think we're going to end up having this guy do it because I think he's our highest level scientist. Maybe not. Let's see. Son of Unka. Yeah, I think you're on this task, bro. Yeah, so Squiddy, I became the galactic. It's hard to explain, but basically I'm the best now.
God.
This
guy.
And everyone is my servant. Okay? That's the long and short of it. I'm just saving you the trouble of going. I'm just saving you the trouble. Okay, you don't have to go through all the motions.
Yeah. My dog is losing her shit too. Is it over?
It's Satana, dude. She's
thousands.
She's sitting out a fucking whistle. God damn.
It's gotta be.
It's a galactic whistle, bro.
It has to be.
Why do I feel like Trundle is Padme while PDM is Palpatine? Dude, I wish I could get Trundle in one of those sexy dresses.
Yeah, baby.
Let's see.
This is the RP dude. We never wanted.
Can you imagine if I could get Trundle in one of these bad boys? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Can you imagine my boy Trundle in this? That's the new PDM merch. I'm going to release this dress on the Crypt of Currency, and we're going to send one to Trundle courtesy of the Emperor. Okay.
That's rough.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like he could pull it off. The human rebel leader stands defiant.
Skeleton hands on the boobs.
Yeah, dude. The Crypt of Currency black label, dude. There you go. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, boo, boo. The Imperial Authority is rising quite quickly. I love that. Everybody's, I just love that. Jazzed. Everybody's jazzed about it. Like, literally, there's no downside to doing this. This is the best thing we've ever done. I'm so glad that I proposed that I be in charge forever as the Emperor. What's up, Vulius? Good to see you, baby. Can you imagine had I not proposed that I be in charge forever, what sort of chaos would be happening in the galaxy right now?
Yeah. Total bedlam.
Total bedlam. It'd be nothing but bedlaming. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is a good thing. No pants, right? Yeah, correct. Can we wear pants on Saturdays? It depends. Are you a man or are you a woman that's working on a farm? Those are the two circumstances under which the answer is yes, you may wear pants. Are you a man or are you a woman working on a farm? If you are a woman working on... I have said nothing about booty shorts. I want to clarify that booty shorts are still entirely legitimate form of everything. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves here with any anti-booty short type shit. Okay?
Right.
Yeah, now holdings. Yeah, holdings. Overlord Corporate. Of course I have no overlord. I'm the Emperor. What the fuck? Open orbital ring. Yeah, that's what we want. Here we go. Orbital
Gara is now up to 200,000 defense.
Wow.
And that's just on that one station.
Wow.
Total, it would be 340 between the Citadel and the other Citadel. Yeah, 2 citadels. No one's ever going to attack there, so it's kind of hilarious. But
Yeah, why would they attack such a loyal servant of the Emperor? That would be ridiculous.
yeah,
That's the type of shit that would get you in big trouble. Now I have to let Harold in again because he doesn't want to be out now. He wants to be in. Get in here. Make up your mind. He wants to... Okay, so here's the problem. Harold wants to go upstairs and lick and smell his new children. But he's not allowed to be close to his new children because Torvi will bite his face off. She literally earlier we have her in like the bathroom under the sink because that's where she wants to. It's like a little cubby, you know, and so she wants to be up there. And Harold was sticking there's like a vent in the door of the bathroom at the bottom, like where your feet would be. And Harold was sticking just his nose into the bathroom. And Torvi was, you know. Mithrin, I love you, my friend. I'm not going to read all of that. I mean, I'm going to read it, but I'm not going to read it out loud. Okay? Mithrin is trying to erotic RP with me in the chat, guys. Mithrin, my friend.
Council agenda available.
Is he copying pasting his entire RP from his day?
I think he's hitting me with the whole RP, bro. He's ERPing with me, dudes. Mithrin, I put on my robe and wizard hat. Okay? That's what you need to know. That's what you need to know, Mithrin. That's what you need to know. I put on my robe and my wizard hat. Okay? I do it.
I don't understand what's happening in this one system, and I hate it.
And you never will.
Yeah.
Wait, can I build 2 orbital rings? No, that's gotta be
don't
broken.
ask that question. I've done it. You
Yeah.
can, but I don't know why, and it doesn't make any sense.
Does it actually make a difference?
Well, it gives you another orbital ring.
Okay.
So, like, where did I do it?
You want me to ERP with Trundle right now? On the live? That's what you want?
Oh, my.
Okay. Come here, my little orbital ring. Come on over here with your
dear.
proboscis.
Oh, boy.
So I put on my robe and my wizard hat. And, I have one of my alien slaves slide her tail.
Okay.
Wait, you're robots, right? Do you wear pants? Do you robots wear pants? I don't remember.
We're synthetic entities,
Okay.
and it's unclear.
Previous studies scrutinized the nanites' mechanics. Now our focus has shifted to how they're programmed and means by which Satana controls them. Surprisingly, her influence is less direct than presumed. Nanites cyclically repeat the last orders until new ones arrived. Once we understood the complex programming language at work, we were able to issue new commands. Yeah, you already had this. While we can't prevent new orders from being issued, inducing order paralysis offers a strategic advantage. Oh, this is going to piss her off. This will piss off the kids. Yep. Wait for this.
Yep.
We have discovered the frequency used by Satana's convoys to issue distress calls. If we are quick and decisive, we can mount raids without our ever knowing it was us. But our victory must be certain. Oh, victories against Satana's convoys and outposts no longer trigger opinion penalties.
How did you get that?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay, I gotta go take my dog out. I'll be right back.
You do that. You do that while I look into this Satana thing. So what if we can't do it alone though. I would need the whole galaxy to work with me. We raised 5 litters of German Shepherd. All 3 different moms all had the same reaction to the fathers. Took about 2 months to get over. What was their reaction? All 3 moms all had that same reaction. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, the mother dogs, they don't like it. So when Harold was born, his mother was named Freydis, and obviously you guys know his father was Canute. You see Canute on the thank you. This is Canute right here. This is not Harold, actually. This is Canute, his father. Yo, what's up, Kenix? And Canute and Freydis had their babies. And yeah, Freydis was very protective of the babies. But I don't remember her being as protective as Torvi is being. I'm sorry if I was posting too much. I wasn't trying to ERP with you or anybody. Mithrin, I'm joking with you, my friend. I'm joking. You cannot take anything that the internet skeleton man says seriously, my friend. Okay? I'm up here being haha guy. That's my goal, is to make you entertained. Okay? So I'm just trying to make you and others laugh, my friend. I'm just playing with you. Okay? It's just for funsies. Yes, Kenix, we have new puppies. Okay? We have new puppies. There are some pics of them. There are some pics of them on the Discord in the VIP drops area. Okay? I will have more pics soon, but right now, because of Torvi's position, she just gave birth. It's kind of difficult to take pictures of them because they're kind of like crowded up under her titties and stuff. You know what I mean? Do we have names for them? Yes, Pinky has names for them, but I don't yet have those names myself. But I know Pinky has some names. There's currently 4 puppies. Rocky is one of the names, surely. Negative. All of them will be named after Vikings, in keeping with what we do for our... So I always name my dogs after kings, typically. So like Canute was I've had Canute, I've had Charlemagne, Harold, which is Harold Hardratha. If it's a dog that we raise but that we don't intend to keep, then we will just name the dog like a Viking name or something. But if it's a dog that we intend to keep, its name needs to have a royal connection of some kind. It's just the way that I do. Just kind of like I have certain things like the heir and the Skelebine both have names that are Roman Latin. So, for instance, the heir, his name is Gaius, and his sister's name is Lucia. So, there's just themes that I do when it comes to naming, okay? And it relates to certain things that are important to me. KZ helped me fix some stuff. Oh, yeah, with OBS. Been fucking with my microphone for 2 hours. I didn't know OBS had so many options. Ah, see, Smiggles? So now when I have technical trouble, you know to be a good boy, because it's not so fucking easy, is it? It's not so easy. There's a lot. Now imagine that you've got 7 years of plugins and scenes and pop-ins and overlays and, you know.
Sorry about that.
It gets more complicated. I'm unpausing. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful, beautiful. Playtime is over. You're an innocent child. My nanites are not your playthings. I implore you. Cease toying with them. I'm just curious. Yeah, you were imprisoned by that fallen empire. That's right.
You think that's who imprisoned her?
Yeah, that's why she destroyed them
Is that
right
literally
away.
what she says? Or do you think that's who was left around to make sure she stayed imprisoned?
I think they imprisoned her, but I think that it probably led to the collapse of their empire. Which is why they... Okay, here we go, look. How did Zarklon imprison you? It was through no power of his own, I assure you. His was a foolish, if unusually stubborn, mind. Whipping his deluded followers into a frenzy, Zarklon amassed both political influence and military might. So many lives squandered needlessly. In the end, he turned to the occult, holding counsel with the demons of the Shroud. Demons? Beings of great power and little purpose. For the price of his own existence, Zarklon persuaded one such to confine me. Ah, there you go, Trundle, that answers your question. The Animator of Clay, a fitting name for a childish spirit. So afraid of enlightenment was Zarklon that he chose death rather than my embrace. I should have dealt with him more strictly when I had the chance, but I will not make the same mistake twice. That's quite the story. Some of your followers were found in cryopods. Their loyalty moves me profoundly. I felt their summons, and I made room for them in my heart, but their ambition outstripped their ability. The attempt to prolong their lives fell short. Let us make sure that their sacrifice was not in vain. With the completion of our task, every sentient being will know peace.
So, can I bring to your attention... Okay,
Yeah.
Are you done? Sorry.
Oh yeah, please, bring it to my attention.
Um,
What's up, Cosmos?
the galaxy seems to be covered in nanites now. Kind of wasn't noticing this.
Oh.
Yeah, except for us.
Except for us. As in you and
Yeah.
me. Oh!
I think we're in trouble there, Jethro.
Oh! You're not wrong!
I think we're in trouble there, Buckaroo.
Whoa! Oh!
Now, the nanites haven't, destroyed everything, I don't think.
No, but you're totally right. Everything is nanites but us and... Oh no, Adnoran is not nanites.
So should I have gone in for research agreements with everybody to let them know about the nanites? Is that the right thing at this point?
Oh god. I don't know.
Would that share it with them?
I don't know.
I just noticed that.
But the fact that
Oopsie-poopsie.
oopsie poopsie, a little bit of an oopsie poopsie here we've made. Wait, is it also even the Forellians?
Yeah, this is right.
This is not good, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can bring my ships here if everybody will follow me, chat. Unheeded, please. Beacons across the galaxy continue to send their call to Satana, yet no signs of activity have been detected near the towers. Based on our past findings, we can safely assume no living survivors will be found at those sites. An unshakable faith in their queen is all that remains of Satana's followers. Oh no.
I have an archaeological dig on my where those I don't know if I should progress that. That seems like a trap. It's a trap.
Yo, welcome,
the data
Cat
bank.
Powers. Oh no, what's up, Kit? Good to see you again. Oh no, chat. Oh no. I think our time as Emperor is going to be short-lived here with this fucking Satana, dude.
Oh, this is also good.
Yeah, things are getting hairy. Very quickly, things are getting hairy. I don't mean Harry met Sally, okay? I mean Harry as in, like, go shave before we mess around Harry. Not good Harry, okay? I don't know. Increase your progress and conclude the situation. Well, I've done everything related to her but fight. I've done everything related to her but fight, guys.
You did,
Uh-oh.
Really?
Without warning, a subspace beacon was detected. One that originated from within our own territory. Previous system surveys showed no artificial structures in the area, which appeared to be uninhabited. Either the beacon was placed here recently unbeknownst to us, or it was hidden by a since disabled cloaking field. Investigate the signal on OCAD V. Okay. Wow.
What's going on in the Senate there, Buckaroo?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? What about the Senate?
What are you trying to pass here? Tithes of the soul? Soulless?
I didn't propose that. The Ferellians proposed that.
Oh, okay.
We can tolerate the existence of soulless machines if some good can come from doing so. We should tax their production and use the proceeds for more righteous causes. What's wrong with that? That sounds...
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, should I oppose this? Should I be opposing this?
It does kind of go directly against your buddies here.
Oh, that's
guys.
right. You know what? I'll stay out of this. Whoa, I didn't even realize I didn't even read the bill. They were trying to pass that shit in the dead of night. How crazy that was.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. What the hell, these guys? All right. Where is the closest science vessel? You're busy studying the central data bank. Who's the next closest one? You. Why don't you come research that? Yeah, I haven't conquered most. So only this red blotch here is my area, and this, and a few more Imperium of Man areas. But the entire galaxy was a part of what was called the Galactic Community or the Galactic Senate, but is now called the Imperium of Man. Ooh, yeah, about that. And so, yeah, now I am technically... All of this area isn't controlled by me directly. You know what I mean? But in an indirect way...
This is bad.
Okay. And it's a good thing that I am in charge because I'm the only one who can deal with this Satana lady.
Yeah, thank God you were paying attention to the creep of...
Right.
And that you weren't totally worried about your political prowess.
Well, you know.
And that you weren't totally focused on the thing going on in the world.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A fair point. As the Galactic Emperor, there's only so much you can do,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate when that happens on Amazon, dude. I had a bunch of shorts or pants that I wanted to buy, and that same thing happened where the next time I went to go check on it, because I didn't buy it right away, it was a ridiculous price. It was like, what the hell? Like it had been half off before or something. I was like, Jesus. All right, guys, we need to do some stuff here. We need to buy way more. Well, we can't afford it. Okay. Well, since the Forellians are about to get eaten by nanites anyway, why don't we trade with them? Forellians, how are you doing? Do you have alloys? How many alloys do you have? What's the max you can give us?
I don't even know what to do. I feel like I've steeled myself against everything that I could. I've built up as much defense as possible everywhere I could. I'm over budget on naval capacity, as crazy as I could be.
What is left for you?
I don't know. I don't think. I mean, I'm doing the research now for. There's a thing that I can do on my planet for Satan.
Okay.
Could still eradicate the void worms.
Oh, yeah. Always good to eradicate void worms. Alright, guys, let's reinforce the fleet one more time here. The first GDF fleet. Oh, that's right. It's no longer considered a GDF fleet, right? Didn't we rename it because of the Yeah, I think it got renamed. It's no longer the Galactic Defense Force. Now it's the Imperial Armada. Right, right. First Imperial Armada. Thank you. That should be renamed. Armada. Oh, wow. Everybody is coming here with me. Okay, I appreciate that. Well, the key leaks are. Oh, so it's just my vassals.
Now I just got the thing. If we're quick and decisive, we can attack her without...
Yeah. I'm going to try it in Rassalos, I think. Here's a good one. Mithrin, within the context of it, Torv. Bro, I need to get up on my fucking Warhammer knowledge, because some of this is like I'm hearing characters I'm just unfamiliar with. I think Harold just farted because it stinks. Harold, do me a favor, bud.
Yeah.
Don't shit your pants when I'm trapped in here with you. Okay?
Yeah.
It'd mean a lot to me. On the good side,
Could bud?
You're about to get reelected to the council.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
You know, part of me doesn't really want to, I gotta say.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna do away with that here at any moment. So, there's that.
Here you go. Your thing failed that you didn't want to pass. Aren't you happy?
Yes. Okay, this science ship needs to get back as quick as possible. Oh, and this is good. I can pretty much jump straight there. So let's jump. There. Cut it down.
Maybe we just send in one fleet, huh, guys? Or one
That's not going to be a small base or whatever that thing is. Envoy.
up there. Or in Rosalis.
Well, whatever you're attacking, I'm sure it's not going to be small. Nothing has been so far.
Right. Fair point. Let's move one Corvette to its own fleet. And then let's have him jump in here and just see what happens. Boop, 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 boop. Pirates sighted. I keep getting this and I think it's a bug.
My whole body's like tightened right now.
My body is ready, dude.
Not prepared for what you're about to do.
I'm just jumping in here and I just want to see it. Oh, wait, what? We've made contact with aliens in the Sol system. What?
Ice asteroid? What the hell? No, never mind. Where?
It said we just made contact with aliens for the first time in the Sol system.
Oh, Jesus.
Satana, I'm so sorry. What happened? Oopsie boopsie. Why? What are you doing? Hello? Can I help you, ma'am?
Whatever this is, can we turn it off?
Can we just think about this a little bit? Okay?
Let's talk. Let's talk together about
Let's
this.
talk about this, Satana. It's just a little bit of a oopsie poopsie here. All right, here. All right, so the good news is... Oh, it's her vessels or whatever she's got in her... Okay. I think we can do this. Is victory certain? I'm not sure. But I think we can make an attempt
Are
here.
you attacking?
Oh!
Are you attacking?
Yeah, I am.
Because she's heavily in... They got in. Okay, there. She's
What is
here
she heavily
at
in?
my place.
She's in
Well,
here.
she's just she's in.
She's in,
Okay.
huh?
She's in my place. So when you attack, things are gonna go pie-eyed.
Right. Well, prepare yourself because
So I just wanna, yeah, okay.
yeah, it's
All right,
happening
fair
now. That's correct.
enough. All right. Oopsie poopsie.
Yeah. Now, if you remember, the whole thing was it said if we attack and win, she might not know. Remember? That's what
Yeah.
it
So
said.
don't fuck up.
Yeah. She might not know.
We'd really appreciate it.
Of course, if we lose, yeah, this is really like a oopsie poopsie situation here. That's a good point. Now that you mention it, damn. Oh, ye of little faith, you know. Here we all go. We're all here now, or most of us at least. We need everybody here. Who knows what these fucking spaceships are doing, chat? The calf aliens. Look at them. They don't look like her, though. But they're doing something with time, right? That's like a gyroscope. And they're sucking energy from the star. What about this one? This looks like some clockwork shit she's got going on here. All right.
Great.
So it won't let me attack.
Don't you have to do the You have to do the ambush through the situation menu.
Situation log. Satana's unlikely survivor. Wait, what? Was I not doing this? What the fuck? I'm a little confused. This was on Earth, right? I thought I was doing this. I'm confused now, chat. Yeah, isn't that what he was doing? I'm so confused. Okay, I guess she's doing it now. So where are you then? Excavating archaeological site. Yeah, but where, Mr. Too Big? Let's see if we can find... It's funny that your guy's name is Too Big because that's a... Oh, he's still coming. He wasn't even fucking close to Earth. Jesus. So this whole time it's been not progressing, even though I thought it was. Ah! I hate that!
What thing?
The thing on my planet. The sleeping pod guy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I guess a guy was on his way to do it, but he doesn't have to do it that way. I could just move him there. I'm a little confused. Okay, let's see.
Kennex with the appropriate dunce emo.
Yeah, dude. Correct. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what you're talking about in the situation log where you're like, oh, that's where you have to attack them.
No, I just assumed. For me, there's a weak links. Under weak links, there's these ambush convoy, raid outpost. I guess I thought since you were struggling, I thought that might be a thing.
I have ambush convoy, but I don't have raid outpost.
I have raid outpost because of the nanite research. I don't know why you don't.
Okay, so I do have the convoys, but they're all in her fucking zone. I don't want to get that close to her fucking house.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
I don't want to go to her house, dude. I thought maybe this little outpost thing out here would be fine.
So here's one. Raid Terrell Outpost. Successful raids will hamper Satana's plans. Okay, so this seems important.
Okay.
Has a fleet with at least 500,000 fleet power.
No,
okay,
50,000.
well, I don't have
50,000. 50,000.
Oh, I can't read. It's all right. Fine.
50,000, mister. Don't do it.
Oh, so the outposts are just the ones that she's put around the map.
Right. That's where I'm at. I thought I would raid that, but I guess I can't.
But you don't have that in your situation log.
I don't.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You haven't pissed her off enough, I guess.
Yeah. Clearly.
Okay, and I can't raid the one close to me? Really? Oh, no, there it is. Yes. So... Should I do it?
If you can defeat them, I think you should, yeah. I think you should.
I have a large fleet.
Yeah, I've got
the fleet power to do it.
I brought about 300,000 strength fleet to...
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, that's what I brought to try and do it. So if you have around that, I think it's worth an attempt, frankly.
Oh, I just got something. Wow, I've got Council of Elders. That's a cool achievement.
Oh, nice.
That's a very cool achievement. Only 4% have gotten it. Have 5 council members that are 100 years old.
Whoa!
Nice.
Was watching a show with the missus. When I saw the red, I was a little confused. Ah, yes, there's something you should know. The entire galaxy voted that I should be the supreme leader.
See, here's the thing about that,
Right?
Nugget.
Yeah.
Don't believe everything you've heard.
Well, you better believe it.
Preliminary scans did not show anything unusual on Crash 2, but as we focused our attentions downward, we discovered an unusual subsurface layer of metal. Further structural analysis revealed Crash 2's true nature. The celestial body is not a planet, but an ancient spaceship that has been gradually subsumed by rocks and dust of the system. The metal samples we drilled are so old, they precede the formation of our home planet. Okay, I don't like that.
Wow.
It is impossible to determine anything about the ship, its makers, and its function. But one thing is certain. The inert nuclear bombs we found in its remains weren't built for a peace mission.
Wow.
Did you already get that one?
No. That's all you, baby.
Now I'm excavating a site on that same planet that she told me to
Stay away from?
check out.
Oh, okay.
No, the one that she told me to focus on.
Right.
Or do the... And I'm on my first... Uh-oh, here we go. Beacon across the galaxy, continue to send... Yeah, you already did that one. Our imaging team has delivered a batch of video clips created by sampling Elik Naref's Carrick's brainwaves. Clip 1. A green sky dotted by bright orange clouds. A pale hand reaches up, pointing at amorphous creature softly floating in the sky. Oh, that's scary as shit. Clip 2. A vaulted chamber full of four-armed humanoids. They cluster around a robed figure, listening. Her words are a mere mumble. The exact wording, long forgotten. But the gentleness of her voice is still there. The enveloping the room in a loving embrace. Oh my god, this is so long. Clip 3. The same vaulted space, now in disarray. Lamps shattered on the floor. Benches piled up against the door to barricade it. Laser rifles flashing in the dark. And repeated voices cursing the same name. Zarklon and his disciples. They say here to destroy us. Hold the barricade. Hold the door! No. Protect the queen. The last lamp falls with a crash, plunging the room into the darkness. In the distance, someone is crying. Queen Satan. Clip 4. Queen Satan, her face resplendent, her benevolent gaze warmed by a smile. What the fuck?
You trying to fuck?
That's nice.
Yo, what's
That's
up,
nice.
Echo? Good to see you, baby boy. Hello. Congratulations on your new job. I see you left the gas station behind, and now he's a security guard. An armed security guard. They make pretty good money.
He had a construction job between that, didn't he?
No. He was...
I thought he said he hated.
I don't think so. I think he went from the gas station job to the
Gotcha.
security guard job. I got fired because I'm no good. That can't be true. You told me before you were kicking ass. Maybe they were being dicks. Good night, Squiddy. Au revoir, mon petit chou. So different events are happening to y'all at the same time. That's correct, Nugget. It's a big galaxy. Some things happen to individuals, but some things happen to the group. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, all these last events feel important, so that's why I'm reading them. So I'm kind of torn here, because I could excavate this site.
Do it.
I am, and but I don't know. Will that be like the linchpin that sends us to war, or will we figure out that we can kill her easier, or something incredible like that, or without us?
We really only have one way
dying?
to find out.